With a beautiful and serene lake, it is so calm and peaceful. Nothing can disturb the quiet serenity that is. It's Wednesday, my dudes! And tonight we talked to two photographers that are dropping so much heat, they make Smokey the Bear anxious. Henroc 112 and 88 Figs. So settle in, grab yourself a picnic basket, and remember, Machu, only you can prevent forest fires. It was a dark and stormy night when there were no toys around. I'm going to do this all night. I'm also getting eaten alive by bugs, apparently. So this was a bad idea.
You don't have any spray?
I don't have any spray.
You were not prepared.
All I've got is this sweet Italian blood that everybody wants a piece of. So it is Wednesday, my dudes, and it is also episode 38 of Between Two Sentinels. And yes, I am here on the wonderful lake in Maine, in Sanford, Maine. But the show must go on. But, I, of course, am the one and only J-Shot. Thank God there's only one of me. Could you imagine another one of me? Jesus Christ.
I did find another one of you.
I don't want to know. I don't.
Yeah.
Don't want to know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and with me
just
as always.
Don't Google your name.
I try not to. I try not to Google myself. It's difficult sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta. But, every once in a while. But I don't know. When's the last time you Googled yourself, Machu?
Before I Googled yours.
You know what? I'm glad. I'd hate for you to have Googled me after you. That would be weird. So.
Well, no, it was weird after I saw what I found.
At least clear the browser history after. That's all.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
Bug juice. I'm camping here. It's bug juice with vodka in it. So,
it looks like it looks like either blue milk or Hypnotic. If you want to go back like 20 years.
Hypnotic. Yeah. Good God. Wow. That's a throwback. I will give you that.
Throwback, right?
That was a throwback. Oh, but yeah. What's going on with you?
Nothing really. I mean, I got this model kit last week.
Oh yeah, you got this. Yeah, give yourself full screen for this.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because this is gonna be. You were teasing this before.
So yeah, I had to build this. I have an extra one that I'm gonna build. That's gonna be next to it. But yeah, I put a little smoke.
What's inside? Look at that. Look at that. I can hear him saying right now, back to formula.
Exactly.
I can hear him saying it right now.
But yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is pretty dope. Actually.
You can change the color of the lights inside.
And that is your custom mod for Green Goblin too, right?
Yeah. And then it has like, where is it? Where's the thing? This thing locks. You can lean it back.
So you can take a little nap in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can completely take off the wait, I hope I don't break it.
Okay.
Wait, there we go.
Oh, here it is.
You can take off the thing completely.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Right.
I love that the smoke is still trickling off of it. You can still see it trickling off.
Isn't that cool? And then it comes with this little like control panel too. So yeah. These move. Hold on. These move. The keyboard also moves. I just don't want it's a little tight. I made it a little too tight. And then this raises if you twist. There's like a little knob here that you can twist and it raises up and down, which is pretty cool.
Oh wow. So they really thought everything on this thing.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, highly recommend. Pretty cool.
I believe it's already sold out, right?
Apparently our guest told us it was sold out. So
yeah.
I should have ordered more. I said, I have an extra one. Yeah. But we'll see. All
right.
What about you?
I did some toy hunting today. There's a couple places up here that I really like to hit up. One of them is Maine Vintage Toys, which I got this pretty cool Toydle shirt. So that is obviously the state of Maine with a vintage Leonardo in it. So pretty cool. Picked that up. I did a bunch of comic books. I found these little sketchy Lego Ninja Turtle in little dime bags, so that's fun. But you know, they're pretty cool.
Can we use a different word other than dime bag?
It's toy bag. I don't know. What do you want to call it?
Bag. I mean, we can call it dime bag. I guess we can call it dime bag, right?
But the piece de resistance so far on this trip has been me walking into a Pizza Hut and spending $14 to get the Ninja Turtle pizza boxes without buying pizza, so they're not grease stained on the inside.
I think you should have gotten the grease stain.
So I mean I did get one pizza with them, but
it's like a pizza. Yeah.
I have a double Mikey. That one Mikey is all grease stained up, but I got all four of those.
Wait, so you walked in to go get that? They didn't deliver that to you?
Yeah.
No,
I walked in.
Dude?
No, I didn't have to wait for the pizza dude. He had more than 30 seconds, so I made it happen. But yeah, picked up a bunch of variety of the Last Ronin Lost Years covers that I've been looking for, which is cool. And so a bunch of old, like, you know, because Mirage Comics started up here in New Hampshire, New England area. So there's a bunch of like old first printings and stuff that were pretty awesome, but way too pricey to own at this point. So, you know.
Yeah, it is very expensive to be a Turtle fan. I don't know.
Especially if you're going old school comics. But I
mean,
yeah, all right, I'm going to be swatting it
really big this like last week. So
we'll
talk about it. We'll talk about it with the
okay. Yeah, that's true. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Let's see who we got going on. We got Steve says, "Do you know what day it is? Does everyone know what day it is? It is Wednesday, my dudes. Tori Rensu's in the house. Paul is here. We got No Chewing, who will obviously be jumping ship about probably 20 minutes to go start his own show with TPC and the Toy Daddies on the TPC YouTube channel. So stick around here and catch them on the replay, or go watch them live and catch us on the replay. All hours needed. And we appreciate all and any. So our favorite toy store, Chubsy Wubsy Toys, is in the house.
We have to go visit. It's been too long.
It's been a while.
And your birthday just passed. So
my birthday did pass. So
happy birthday, and we need to take you to a toy shopping spree.
That sounds fabulous. But yeah. Oh, hang on one second. Trying to secure some bug spray. Okay. Toy Chase is in the house. We got Zip the Hippie. That's a new name. What's going on, man? Brian, welcome to the show. Hope we don't disappoint. We probably will, but glad you're here for a while. Toy Addict, what's up, man? No Chewing says J-Shot Clone Army. That says terrible. Looks like blue milk. Tastes better than blue milk, I'll tell you that. Steve says Hypnotic is what we all used to throw back then. Throw up. Yes, that is true. Yes. Toy Chase. I don't know if we could sing that. I don't want us to, get us shut down for copyright. But
we just got that monetization.
Yeah, we just. Jeffrey says, "I love the fire." All right, thank you. D Blake makes. What's up, man? How the hell did you? It's Henroc to go live. You'll see. It's yes. Why is J Shot in the dark? It's a J Shot. It's a shot in the dark. It's a J Shot in the dark. I don't know. There's something. J Shot after dark. So.
Don't Google J-Shot.
Yeah, don't. J Shot, you good dog, streaming from the woods tonight. Yes, I am streaming from the deep into the woods of Maine. So if the internet goes out or if I get attacked by a bear, it's all for great content. So it's not a dime anymore. Yeah, oh, here we go. Do we need to super chat to help pay for J Shot's electric bill? No, we're good. I'm just I'm outside. So this is what we're doing. This is what's happening. Excuse the bug spray noise as I deep myself.
You should have used the atmosphere aerosol.
Yeah. What is it? What's the discount? No chewing, all caps. Discount code. What, he is outside? Yes, D Blake. We outside tonight. Yes. So And Toy Retsu. Oh, and sorry, Steve Morrow. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. And you know what, dude? This is such a good segue. We got to say thank you for last week. Like, dude, like last week's show with the super chats was amazing. Yeah. We can't say thank you enough, guys. And you know, we immediately took those super chats, put it into a contest for
we ordered more Figment 5 pins.
More Figment 5 pins to give back to you, and that's what we're trying to figure out. You know, we've had a couple people mention us about subscriptions and channel exclusives and stuff like that, and you know, we're certainly working on stuff. But obviously, like if there's stuff that you guys want from us, send it our way. Send, you know, whatever we can do to help make the show better, to help make it worth it for you guys, because that's the last thing we want to do is make something that's not, that you guys don't like or don't enjoy. So you know, me J-Shot reading names is always the crowd favorite for the super chats, but might make that the subscription channels. We've had a couple of other ideas for what we should do for those who are subscribed, but we're working on there. So Capslip says, am I telling stories around the campfire? I can. I could tell the horror stories of hunting, of toy hunting. Oh,
what was that Nickelodeon show?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just do one of these, right? Let's hang on. Oh, okay. I got enough light there. All right. I thought it was going to go totally dark if I did that, but nope. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Shocker. Oh, haunting J Shot. 88 Figs, who's going to be joining us later, says he is still at GD work. Hey man, you know, we're here. So just get home. Don't rush. Don't get in a wreck. Do what you got to do. It's we're going to be here as long as I'm still alive and have blood in me if the mosquitoes haven't gotten me. So Bad Beast Boy says, have a great show, boys. We got Plastiditos in the house as well. What's going on, Plasti? J-Shot is channeling his Master Splinter around the campfire. Nice. Appreciate that. What else we got? Submitted. Yeah, that's right. Submitted for approval from the Midnight Society. That was Are You Afraid of the Dark? Speaking of being afraid of the dark, back from the dead is Mike. High School Creations. That's a good little segue there. Come on, you enjoyed that. You enjoyed that.
We just said he was at a better place. We never said that he was dead.
Oh, you know, he came back from that better place. So, you know, well, 88, dude, careful, man. You know,
don't go back in time.
Where you're going, you don't need no roads. Chubsy and Mrs. Chubsy say happy belated birthday. Thank you very much. Who turned the lights out? There it is. Bearded Builds. What to do, baby? Unhinged crew.
Cheers.
Let's get it going. Blair Witch live stream. Yeah, we talked about that.
J-Shot with a full cup of Hypnotic,
getting it down. We need an Are You Afraid of the Dark reboot. Yeah. I could get behind that. So, what is this? J-Shot and pronouncing names while Machu poses figs with the smoke genie to cool jazz. Done and done.
I like that idea.
We can get that going. And Toy Father hitting us with the $5 super hat. Because he did it correctly this time.
We need to get a hat. Just
we do need to get a hat.
If Mario is listening, I'll use Impact font for that.
Oh, bingo.
I hate Impact.
The hat should just say super. It shouldn't say anything else. It doesn't need to say anything else.
Oh, because it's a hat.
Right. Super hat. Yeah, super hat. So
gotcha.
Toy Father hitting me back up with happy birthday. Appreciate you guys. All right, man. That's pretty much everybody here. If I miss somebody,
should I bring him
let me know. Yeah, let's bring him in, man. Let's smoke him out. Let's see if we can get him.
Wait, see if we can get him. My screen. Can you bring him
in? Sure. Yeah, here we go. Poof! There it is. Oh, look at that smoke transition.
Yes.
Oh, it worked. It worked so well.
It backfired on me.
What's going on, fellas?
What is going on, Henroc? How are you?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Oh, you know, super duper, dude.
Just wanted to let everybody know in the chat, I'm not Bearded Builds. I'm Henroc, okay? Henroc.
Is that a thing?
Well,
is that a thing? Do people get confused?
They all the time. They see a beard.
Really?
They think it's Bearded Builds all the time. He gets.
Is that beard discrimination? I don't know. Yeah. Everybody thinks, yeah.
Pretty much.
I like the setup down there.
Yeah, dude.
That
Oh,
looks
thanks.
awesome.
Thanks,
You're a
man.
little. Is that your man cave?
It is.
Let's,
Yeah, this is where I come down. This is my office. It's where I work.
give him full screen for it. Look at that.
Look at that.
There you
Little
go.
couple of Mondo stuff over here.
Yeah.
Arcade.
You got your
Arcade.
sign in the back.
Arcade's pretty awesome.
TV I barely use. Don't even play the PlayStation 5 anymore. And a couple of figs here. Mostly X-Men over here. And then a bunch of Mescos, Mafex.
Nice.
Very cool.
I dig it.
Very cool. Speaking of digging, Diggs Figs says missed last week's live and really want one of those super hats. So we'll I think we got to make it a thing.
We need to make that a thing.
So,
yeah.
And Bearded says he's Henroc's twin at
Cheers,
796. It's Bearded's drill. That's awesome. That's so good. Well, we know you don't do many lives, so I
We're honored.
appreciate you jumping
Thanks
on
for
here,
having me.
adding you to the list of many people we've had first. So it's pretty awesome that you joined us. But I mean, we've known you for a bit. I mean, I don't even remember how we started this crazy journey together, but like all of a sudden you were just there, man, and we were just hanging out and talking. So
I think it was last year, ToyCon.
Mm.
Matt, you were with Lago.
Yeah.
I knew Lago, and then I think he introduced me to you, and then I'm like Machu, no, never, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. He's like, yeah,
You heard it.
follow me, I'll follow you. I'm like, okay. And then I go on Instagram. I'm like, oh my god, it's this dude this whole time. Like, I've been liking his photos, and I didn't even realize it was him. I was like, dude. But yeah, that's keep it short.
You're like Machu, I like his customs. That's cool.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it was very awkward.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's always a little awkward when you're like introduce yourself. You're like, hey, I'm Jay, and people are like, yeah, cool. And you're like, oh, Jay Shot, and you're like, oh, okay. No, nobody's ever done that to me, but like I've seen it. I've seen it happen with Machu, where he'll be like, hey, I'm Matt, and he'll be like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So be like, oh, Machu, that's cool. Oh, yeah, man. I would say you're. I don't think you're new to the world of collecting and stuff, but
I am.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I started collecting like right in the beginning of COVID.
Okay.
So
That's how a lot of people are, though.
Yeah.
No, I was collecting before. I was collecting a lot of Mondo prints. I like posters, movie posters, prints, and stuff. Then I started collecting 1/6, Batman animated series. And then my cousin, Man Beast Boy, he's like, dude, you got to get into this line. It's Mesco. It's 112. You're gonna love it. And I'm like, all right, I'll double dabble. I'll buy one. And I got the Cyclops. And the Cyclops gave me my childhood, like, because I had the Toy Biz when I was like 5.
Oh, yeah.
So the visors light up, and then so I had the Mesco. And I'm like, and then once the visor lit up, I was just like, oh shit! It was like,
that's it.
That's it. I was in. I was like, shit. And then I looked at the brown leather coat jacket. I'm like, oh shit, the soft good. And then I started getting to soft goods, and yeah, and then I hit it off from there. And then I'm broke. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I lost all my savings. Everything depleted. It's like this now. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all the same.
But we're happy, right? We're all happy.
Right. For the most part.
For the most part, until you look at that unopened pile.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And then to quote Dario, why'd I buy that?
Right.
Yeah, I'm in my basement right now, and the other side of the basement, it kind of reminds me of Dario's like basement. Like I have boxes everywhere and like dioramas and everything. It's crazy. It's getting ridiculous.
For me, it's basically now like a maze. Mm-hmm. It's like trying to navigate into this room. It's like playing Pac-Man because the boxes are set up in such stupid ways that I did for myself.
Yeah.
That I just have to navigate around every corner and try not to knock everything over.
Yeah, that and I have to be careful with like I'm starting to collect tons of diodes, and they're all foam, and I have to like I'm starting to see chips on the edges, and I'm like I got to figure out a way to
store them.
To have like at least take care of their storage. I'm just piling them up on top.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
Yes,
it's crazy.
I should say we shouldn't do that, but I do that.
That is true. my Toy Biz Cyclops did last for like not even. I think it was like 2
2
days.
weeks. Dude,
Yeah,
I
2
feel
weeks.
like
Mine
I
was
feel like
a
my
point.
Toy Biz Cyclops is still working.
What?
Like it's like the battery that will not die.
Yeah, how
Oh.
often did you play with that figure though?
I don't know.
Because
With Cyclops, I wasn't a fan.
exactly. So I was a pretty big fan of Cyclops. So that battery was dead like pretty quickly.
That was the one? That was the first one, right? Was the white suit and it came with that weird like
Rocket
hands
launcher
in thing?
Did it have
Yeah.
like a backpack.
Yeah.
No, it was like a weird like I don't know. It was like a weird like triangle piece, but it was like round
Yeah.
at the top. Yeah. It was a backpack. I don't
I
remember
thought
that.
it was a
No,
backpack.
it was
or
in the
something.
arms.
Mhm.
Arms in it.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it's basically. I think the first one was like the X Factor suit, right?
Yeah.
The blue and
Yep.
the white.
Yes. It's definitely the blue and the white. But
Yeah.
My favorite.
and
one
that's
was
good. Sorry, Hannah.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut was cool.
That's
You
all.
didn't like Colossus that came with the weird weight thing that he just like lifted like this? Yeah.
He's like, I
Oh.
pick things up and put them down. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm still waiting for that
And he
street
actually
Colossus.
sounds like that. Actually sounds.
Yeah,
like
he did. He did back then too.
that.
Yeah. I was gonna say, where is good old Ryan Ting there with his the street Colossus? I was just at bank. Yeah, so good.
I go to bank.
Man, I did not commit crime. I went to bank. But yeah, dude, I would say that like your stuff, man. Like, and that we when Matt and I were talking about who we wanted to get on the show this week, we were just talking about you and 88 and just the last couple weeks. Like, it feels like you can't miss, dude. Like this stuff that you were pumping out, and then like
it's there. There's a lot of.
It's pretty awesome.
There's
Well,
some
even dude, even today, like, and I mean, I'll share my screen, but this shot, dude, like this was first off, this hit on like so many levels for me.
Nothing showing.
Just like I didn't get there yet. I said I'll share my screen. I didn't get there yet. So
okay.
there it is.
And we lost.
And we lost him.
Let me get that on my screen then. Hold on. But yeah, when I saw that shot, you saw the comment that I put on there, right?
Oh,
then,
yeah, because I messed up on my Oh, you back?
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm sure of it. Sorry, go ahead. What was the comment you put on?
Yeah.
What it was? Oh, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say, dude. This is why this like hit on so many levels. Like that is first off that phrase from that show, that show or the movie, I think it was.
That was the movie.
That was so freaking good.
Yeah.
That one stuck with me.
So I did this photo again. I actually have my first attempt, which was like a year ago, and it's still on my Instagram. If you guys want to see it, it was last year. So I wanted to do it again because I love that scene. So I wanted to do it again with what I've learned throughout the year of toy photography. So.
And it was cool that just seeing it here too, that you're adding the smoke to the top, that adds a whole new layer to it.
Mm-hmm.
You got the, like gives it that realism. You got the dusty down here. Like it's pretty awesome, man.
Shout out to Sun Cheesy.
There it is. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
this is a great one.
I actually had this figure in in the box. I was ready to sell it, and then now I'm like, nah, I don't want to sell it. I'll keep it.
What even these simple ones, dude? Like this is like
I like that.
This shot like this, like dude, this is great. This is just great storytelling too, right? Like
I just my iPhone. It was
a
great shot. I was just like, you know what? Because I didn't shoot a week and a half, and I was like, man, I've been like traveling for work, and then I was just like, you know what? This one's nice. I like this one.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to take that break. Like,
oh yes, it was definitely a good break. Yeah, I know what you mean. I needed that.
Yeah, I mean, even Max Fisher saying, love the simplicity of this. It's good, dude. It's
really
good.
when he said that comment, I was just like, you know what? Maybe I should do more photos. Just simple and that nice vibrant color. Just nothing too crazy, nothing too chaotic, and just keep it simple.
Yeah, I get ahead on that too, where I overthink it. Right, you overthink it, like and you're killing it with this Dio too, dude. This 78 points Dio.
Man.
He is. He was on with us
he's
last week talking about it. So good.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
because
Go
of you, you're the reason why I realized that you could take out the manhole, because I'm like, wait, the manhole wasn't coming off. It was kind of like
It
stuck
was
in
in
there.
there.
It was stuck in there for me. Was it stuck for you?
No, my manhole was like a plastic. You put it in a plastic wrap, so it was.
Oh, it was separated?
Yeah.
Oh, mine was in. And I was like, how come I can't get this thing out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a rumor. Well, he might be doing a sewer liquor.
Mhm. Yeah.
We'll see.
A lot of people talking about
Oh,
might be doing that. That
everybody
sewer
wants to
layer.
get on that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and that's. I mean, that there's a part of me that what did he say? Damn, J Shot, thought the bear got you. Not yet, not yet. It's coming though. It's coming.
Hypnotic.
Yeah, the hypnotic's gonna get me. Yeah, man. Like I mean, there is a part of me that loves that Dio, and there is a part of me that is like $300 for that.
Are you talking about the sword, the NECA sword Dio now? We're
The
talking
NECA
about,
sewer Dio, yeah.
Oh yes. Did you guys get it or no?
I gotta order it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get on. I'm probably gonna get at least one.
I don't know, man. My brother says he wants to chip down half and half with me, but he says when he says half, he means like I'll pay for the shipping costs. You pay for the rest.
Means you pay for it. He'll eventually get you money.
What he's getting is all the accessories, and I just get the the three walls on the floor. I don't know.
I mean, from everything I'm reading, right? Like in there, and everyone's comparing it to the other Street Dio, and the argument is the plastic's better, it's stronger on this one.
Oh yeah, if it could hold that, that, and yeah, it's definitely gonna be sturdy.
I do think like, and I think we talked about this before, where it was like, I almost wish the accessory pack that they sold separately came with the Dio. It didn't have to have like the 4 baby turtles and like the robot, like maybe take them out. But like if all those accessories came with it, I feel like it would be a little bit more of an easy buy. But yeah.
At least come with 4 turtles. Yeah.
Yeah. Or some kind of figure, So 796. Oh god, so no, sorry, Matt.
I was saying it should have at least came with like an expressions pack for like the turtles, or like we talked about it, like that scene where Donnie, like in the intro where Donnie's doing the machines, and that really big machine that he's working on.
So I mean, I know that they've announced that they're going to have 3 separate pieces, right? So this is just one of one of the 3. So you're going to get the living room, the kitchen, and you're going to get Donnie's workshop. I don't know if Donnie's workshop will come with that machine, but I'm hoping it's going to come with some kind of extra piece like that. I mean, the dining room or the kitchen, whatever you want to call it, like that's an easy accessory set, right? Like that's kitchen table, chairs, microwave set up there or whatever. So that's fine. But yeah, the Donnie thing, they could either like go really crazy or they could scale it down. I just hope that if they're all going to come in at $300, like you're looking at $900 right there.
Yeah, and that's a Dio where you want to have 2, and that's
yeah. I mean, the only reason I'm debating on the second one for this one is because they said you could use it for the garage.
Yeah.
So
come on, I don't know, man. You could put anything in there.
Yeah. You
can store other Dios in there.
You can just use it to house all your Dios.
You should have had that as a feature, like you store other Dios. I don't know. It's just. I just felt like it was a big kick in the groin, Just like, hey, just take it,
I do feel like if you were to hire, like a lot of people are saying, if you were to hire a really good Dio maker, it would be relatively around that same price. Right?
I agree. Right. I mean, if you're going to hire a Dio maker, I don't think you're going to save any money. It's just a matter of what extra you're going to get from it.
Right. Because you're basically paying for the time of the Dio maker and their level of, skill.
Yeah.
I think, but like, I do think that NECA should have probably made it a little bit cheaper, maybe like around like in the 200 area, not right at the 300 mark. But what can you do?
Yeah, maybe 250. 250, you get 300 all in with shipping, right? As opposed to 350, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
enough about NECA. Back to you, Henroc. Spotlight's all on you. Let's make you uncomfortable. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. 796 Mario writes in and says, what cam lens do you shoot with? What traditionally, what are you using?
I actually have no idea, but
Okay.
I can tell you, it's a Canon.
Okay.
And it's the one that you get in Costco that comes in a bundle, and it has that basic lens. It comes with the it comes with the 50, and it comes with the 100, I believe, the 100 millimeter. Yeah.
Okay. And it's a Canon Rebel? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like
Nice.
a T5. I
Nice. All right.
I forgot, but yeah,
And
it's the most
you're
basic
making it
camera you can
work.
Yeah, dude.
it's the most basic camera you can get. Yeah, when I first started shooting like a year ago, I'm basically beginner. I was using everything on auto. I wasn't changing any settings
Mhm.
until I realized like 6 months ago. So I kind of just did this, like, really? This is what I had to do this whole time? So yeah, I just learned as I go and kept going. And
It's good to see the progress.
I still feel like it's not up to what I want, but we'll see how it goes for another year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing, because then that means that you definitely want to get better, right? And
Yeah,
it's
oh,
showing
yeah.
that you're getting better as with each photo that you're putting up. You're not just putting up a shot just to put up a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Even that one photo with the you said you took it with your phone with the Donnie and
Yeah.
28 style. Even that, I felt like, even though it was with the phone, it's still like, it's one of my favorite shots of
Yeah, it's so crazy.
recent ones. It sells it for me.
That right there, I had
Mhm.
the Lume Cube light. I was like, I put it on. I was just like, I what I usually do, I just take snapshots with the iPhone. I'm like, what ideas can I do? Instead of writing notes of
Mhm.
like ideas, I'm just like, okay, that shot is good. That. And then I did that one shot where Donnie is right there with the one arm, and I'm just like, oh, that's pretty good. I like that one. It just looks bright, vibrant, like tune color Donnie right there.
Yeah.
What do you find you're doing for lighting with this stuff? Are you even for something as simple as that Donnie shot?
What's the what lights I'm using?
Yeah.
I just recently bought the Lume Cube lights, the studio lights, and they've been really great. Like at the beginning, I was using a lot of the small lights, the on the Amazon. You guys help me out there.
The
cubes.
Luanzi?
Yeah, Ulanzi's,
Yeah.
I was using a lot of those, and it was just not a lot of light. And so when I got these things, I'm barely using this small portable lighting just for little things, just to get like a little light here or there. But those Lume Cubes have been a big game changer for me, especially if I wanted to create it like a daytime or a big, large scene.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay. And how many of the big studio ones did you get?
It comes with two. It comes with like a
two?
case. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. I like it. I like it a lot.
We got Kevin and Toying Around is checking in, and Yoko has joined the chat. 796 says,
it's not
you're
bearded
real late. Real big. Yeah, not yes, yeah, we're gonna remind everybody.
Yeah, I'm not
bearded. No. J-Shot, yes, I'm working a haunted house. I'm getting ready for spooky season. So it's hecka spooky in here. So oh, look at that. So hey, look, it says is Henroc, love your photos, man. That's awesome.
Thanks, Kev.
Appreciate that. I'm sure Henroc appreciates that. Oh no, are you out? Do you need another?
You need a refill?
Nah, I'm good. Let's just keep going.
Keep going.
Let's just keep going.
All right, so I know you said that you got the new Lume Cube studio lights. Obviously, you and Matt have been showing off that smoke machine pretty regularly and making everybody
more than I have.
Yeah. So
I've been using it at the stream.
What are you talking? What smoke machine?
I don't
know what you're talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about either.
Wait, mine's I love it. I can't tell if you're actually coughing from the machine.
No.
or if you're using the machine to cover your cough. I can't tell. So Toying around says he's envious of clean toy rooms. He was just saying how on the other side it is where the mess is. Oh man, we missed a really good opportunity here. Capliv says puff puff and pass.
There you go.
You guys totally could have
Yeah.
Smoke 'em if you got them.
gotten that one going. So I was gonna say though, besides besides the new Lume Cube lights, is there a piece of gear that have just like has hit like you said, the Lume Cubes have really made a difference in how you're doing photography and stuff lately. Is there another piece that you've gotten? What is this that you're holding up? Sorry.
iPad.
Your iPad. Okay.
It's the most. The reason why I say the iPad is because toy photography, like I'm winging it. I'm not a professional. I don't know photography. I never took class for photography. But so as I'm learning, as I'm going, I take like a lot of shots, like a lot of pictures. Like probably for like one picture, it will be like 100 to 200 shots of just like, okay,
Wow.
I don't like this. I don't like this. But
That's
with
how you
this,
learn, though.
so with this iPad, I'm just constantly just taking live shots. I'm looking at the screen. I never look at the camera.
Mhm.
I'm never going through. I'm never looking at the display. It's always here, and my hands are always on the table. So as I'm looking at the iPad, it's kind of like surgery. You're just looking at a screen, and you're just constantly just like being, like puppetry or something. Like I think I said that right?
I don't know.
But
God,
yeah,
could you imagine if you rolled in and I was like, "Hi, I'm Jay Shot, and I'm your surgeon." You'd book the fuck out of there real quick. Like I have no idea. Yeah.
But as for lighting, like same thing. I'm moving lights around. I'm just looking at the screen. I'm not looking at the camera. The camera could be like 5 feet away from me, behind
Yeah.
me, zoomed in, right? Just constantly just moving, and I'm trying to do. And I have a family and I have kids, so I'm trying to do a shot really fast. Like I don't want to spend too much time on it, and so
Mhm.
I probably spent no more than 2 hours, probably like an hour or two. But if it does take long, like yeah, I take breaks
Yeah.
between.
Yeah. How are you connected to the iPad? Is it are you doing it through cable or are you doing it through Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi, just Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Yeah,
got
it's amazing. I do the settings on the
Thanks, bud.
iPad and all that stuff. Don't have to touch the camera. Changing f-stops,
Mhm.
all that stuff, all that good stuff. ISO.
Nice. That's not bad for a Costco camera saying that connects to that thing and
Yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
can do all that from it. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yes, I know.
don't
Like I got
the viewfinder.
I'm on
either.
it. Yeah.
Oh, what kind of viewfinder do you use? Like the
Well, I have my monitor here, like it's a 7-inch monitor, so I have that connected to my camera when I'm taking shots,
nice.
and then I look through that because it's basically the same size of your phone, right?
Yeah.
And so I look through that to see like, okay, I like where it's at, but like let me change, like I'll change where the light is, or make tiny micro adjustments to the settings of the camera. But like looking at the viewfinder, you're always just like, okay, I think that's good, and then you take it to your computer, you're like, no, that's not good at all. You know what I mean? And then you have to go back.
Yeah.
Right?
I do that too. So I'll just go upstairs, take a break, and then
Mhm.
I'll take out the iPad. I'll see all the photos I did.
Mhm.
Just scroll on each one. Be like, no, don't like it. No, don't like it. No. Oh, that one's nice.
Yeah.
That one got a good light on there. But yeah, it's all trial and error for me, man. I wish I knew what I was doing, but I really don't.
I mean, a lot
Well,
of us really don't. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, we're
They're-
all
they're-
winging it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what's that Parks and Rec quote where it's like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that I'm really good at it. So that's definitely what you're doing at the very least. So, and I know that something that a lot of us struggle with, right? We've talked about this before, but how do you find the balance, man? Like, how do you find the balance between job and kids and trying to get a shot in and stuff like that?
Oh,
Do you have set times? Do you just like set boundaries? What do you do?
no, not really. It's all, especially with my job, everything is on call. I work,
Okay.
yeah. 24
God, you really are a surgeon. I didn't know that.
No, yeah, I am on call 24/7, but not in the medical field, not like that. But yeah, it's when I get home and I feel like I need to relax and kind of just this is where I come down. I come down to my basement, come down here, and I not only that, but when I'm at work, I'll just have like, oh shit, that's a good idea. I could do
Mhm.
that. I should do that. And then definitely when I come down to the basement, I'm just like, all right, let's get started. I have idea number 1, idea number 2, idea number 3. Let's do this. Let's get busy. You know.
So
But yeah.
when you okay, good.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say when you say you get an idea and you get it like whether it's at work or something, Matt, we talked about this with Jules and Lost in Translation. Do you write it down? Do you just kind of like memorize it? Like, what do you
I
hope
don't.
to remember it when you get back?
Yeah, I just usually take snapshots. Not only that, but just
You
another
got
thing.
one.
No, it's still empty.
Oh,
Does that say Xavier? What's that?
It's my little notebook,
Oh, nice.
and it does say Xavier. I think I got it from it was from a Funko crate.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry,
Man.
go ahead.
Yeah. No notes. Just most of the ideas. I usually like if I do run out of ideas, I usually just always go to the best part, which is the comics. If I see something, I always go to comics and just, especially on Instagram, I'm like, man, that's a good classic cover. I remember that. You know what? I have that dial. You know what? I can do this.
Right.
And then, if I do see something and I'm like, I don't have it, I won't waste my time. I'm not gonna make it or anything like that. I was doing that in the beginning. I was doing a lot of 3D printing, but I kind of like that takes a lot of time. I'm like, no, I just don't have that now.
Got to look for the files or make the files.
Yes.
Right.
No, the worst part is the scaling.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll print out a boat and it'll take me 2 days, and I come back and the boat is this small. I'm like, how am I gonna fit Popeye in that thing? What the hell, man?
Force perspective.
What
Get
is
used to it. Yeah.
What is this? A boat for ants? Get out of here. Nah, man,
That's so funny because it's like as soon as you said 3D printing, I associate you with that boat because I think it was the first thing I bought from you. Was that boat that you had? Oh,
yeah, it was good for a couple of shots. I did a couple of Popeye shots with it, but then I was like, all right, I'm good. But yeah.
Are you not doing as much 3D printing as you were before?
Yeah, honestly, it's been collecting a lot of dust right now.
Okay.
It's just
yeah, because you got Machu showing off.
This
Machu showing off one of your head sculpts.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. What are you looking at? That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm Captain America. That is dope, man. That color just pops.
Yeah.
You know what? He's not gonna beat my Sinja though. See the Sinja?
Yeah, show that.
He's like, oh yeah. Hey, what's up, man?
So you got this head sculpt off of who?
That is hello. My name is Brian.
Okay.
Really, really nice guy.
Yeah.
Very nice. And yeah, I still am a Patreon member to him. And you know what's the funny thing? I hardly print anything, but I show support. He's still doing it. Oh wait, by the way, I have Thor heads if you need some.
Oh.
I just got to print that out.
For which Thor figure though?
The
Legends or for
Yamaguchi? Because I don't know. I'm not into Yamaguchi, that anime head sculpts.
Yes. No, I agree with you. Some of the head sculpts I don't really like the Captain America that I have. Like I put the head sculpt that you gave me. The same one. But like you gave me like a set, so they all have different facial expressions. But I like that look better than the original Yamaguchi head that it came with. Even though like you can move the eyes and stuff, I like the facial expression more.
Yeah. But I do have a couple of like same thing like Captain America, the screaming, neutral, and I think you can. Everything is in 3 pieces. The helmet is 1 piece, the hair is 1 piece, and the head and the face is another. So it all comes together when you do the 3D prints.
Mm-hmm.
So I still haven't printed out. Like I said, my thing is just I just hate failing on a print, and I just don't want to print for like 6 months. I'm just like
exactly.
I'm done with you.
I don't know if Jay Shot is looking down. Oh, I thought he was asleep.
Oh, I'm here.
He froze up.
Just because it's late doesn't mean I'm asleep. It's okay. It's just dark. It's just dark and cozy out here.
If you had Hennessy to that hypnotic,
Oh, Jesus,
make you turn into a mean green machine.
Oofa. We don't need that. We don't need that. Maine ain't ready. I'll tell you that. So I want to jump back a little bit when you're talking about when you get an idea, and I love asking this question because I think this is fun. It's a fun way to kind of dive into it. Once you get the idea, where do you start? You start with do you start like how you're playing with the Singer right now, where you're posing? Do you start like kind of where you set the camera up and fill your frame? Do you start with an accessory? What's kind of your first move?
I think the first move is I don't do the lighting. I don't touch the lighting first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do the angle of the camera and the main subject, and then I'll raise the ISO to really high settings, like because I don't care about lighting. I just want the screen to look bright so I can see what's through the lens, and get my angle right.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when whatever the camera then I look at the iPad and whatever's in the screen, that's where I set up. I built upon in the screen. I don't care how it looks in my face or looking at the table. It's all on the screen, and just do a little movement here, there.
I really like the shot.
That's the funny thing. That shot took me like 20 minutes to do.
Yeah.
I had no ideas. All I know is that I had the new Fantastic Four team in my hand. I don't know what to do with them. I didn't know what setup to do, so I was just like, you know what? Let's just make them look cool. Do a little like a diamond stance for them.
Right.
But yeah,
it looks good, man. It's a good shot.
The lighting is good, especially coming off of
Ghost
Rider.
That was my main thing about Ghost Rider. I just wanted to make sure that it looked real, that there's flames.
Yeah.
In front of these guys.
The lights are all hitting like the other, like Hulk, Spider-Man, and Logan. Looks really good.
Yeah.
I love that Hulk figure, man.
You see the reflection off the Hulk there too.
Yeah.
Which Hulk figure is that?
That's the Gray Hulk, the latest one that just came out. It's still in Target.
That's the Gray Hulk?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Is the flame making it look like it's green?
Yeah, I thought it was Green Hulk.
No, that's great.
I honestly thought it was like a Diamond Select though, because like the detail on the face sculpt too.
Yeah. And I like the mixed line here. Like you got the Mafex, right? That's the Mafex Spidey.
Yeah.
And then you got the Mezco. And
it worked out. Yeah, same thing with the heights. I did not elevate any of them. Those are the heights, the true heights, and it looks great. Yeah, Spider-Man being the shortest, Wolverine's still short, but Ghost Rider looks freaking tall. Yeah. So yeah, worked out. I still got to do another photo with these guys. The new Fantastic Four. That right there, a little bit on the table. So
yeah,
I'm doing a thing with my brother. My brother likes to take, and I try to encourage him all the time. I'm like, dude, just start your own, toy page. Like get your own, do your thing, and that's it. Just do all your photos on this desk. He has a desk, and he has this beautiful lighting from his window in Brooklyn. Light always shines, perfect lighting every afternoon.
Oh, this is just sunlit. There's nothing.
This is just sunlit. He has no lighting, nothing.
He's very humble too. He gave himself a little shout out that says his brother does great natural light shots too. So yeah.
And I always try to tell him I'm like, hey, you see that Wolverine shot? That's a perfect example. I was like, hey, if you just grab a 8x10 piece of paper on the left side, you'll get a little bit of light, just a little bit of light on the left. Yeah. He's like, nah, I'm all natural.
All natural.
All natural, baby. All natural, man. Nah. You know what? I'm out of paper. That's what he tells me.
I'm out of paper.
I'm out of paper. I'm like, dude, just grab one of your bills. And I know there's a bill. You got an envelope with a bill. Says,
I'm glad you brought that up because I have used a bill or like an envelope from the mail, a piece of mail, just to just to bounce off a little bit of light, just to get a little bit of fill.
Just a little bit, just a little bit of light.
Yeah, you don't have to get no fancy,
He's
like,
like, I don't want no
bounce
Loom
cards.
Cube, your Donzi or your
Yeah.
whatever the light is. No, he doesn't talk like that. But but yeah,
I met your brother, right? Like
Yeah.
he came to the last Wayne show.
yeah, and so yeah, I always encourage him. I still tell him he should do it. I think
Yeah.
I think people will love it. I love his simplicity and yeah. So I usually do it like every 2 weeks. He always sends me a photo. He's like, hey, put this up. I'm like, okay. And yeah, and he gets likes, and I'm like,
Oh,
dude,
and he's giving you free content. Look at that.
Yeah, there you go. Good for content. Yeah. And it sounds like he's lurking. It's not Man Beast Boys corrected me here. He's lurking. He's not, so start his own page. Start his own page there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. This was so fun too.
Yeah.
Just like the way that you captured a crowded bar.
Now this one took me like a day or two because I was never happy. I was
Okay.
never happy. And I call this shot like chess.
Mhm.
See the way it is? So I'm constantly moving one character every time. Like I didn't like where Sergeant Slaughter's finger was the whole time.
Right.
And I'm like not happy. Don't like that finger up there. Don't like it up too north. Keanu Reeves' face was too much into the photo. Like I was like, I don't care about Keanu. I just want a little bit of Keanu, but but doesn't like, hey, there's John Wick.
Yeah.
You don't
Right.
think about Popeye. So I moved him a little bit to the right. Yeah, it was just so much trial and error with this shot. A lot of trial.
I mean, I will say though that my eyes go directly to either Psylocke or to I almost said Yimbo, Sailor Yimbo, but like
Sailor
Yeah,
Yimbo.
yeah, he really ruined. I don't mean to go off topic, but yeah, he ruined that toy for me. Every time I look at it, I think of Yimbo.
Yeah.
Every time.
Ruined it or improved it? Ruined it or improved it?
Okay, approve. Okay,
Improve.
Yeah.
Sorry, Yimbo. Sorry.
We love you, Yimbo.
We love you.
But you were talking about before where you're doing the diamond shape, and I feel like this is another great example because you've got like a triangle. I don't know, you guys can't see my arrow, but like you've got a triangle going here, right? Like to your point of you got Shipwreck, you got Popeye, and you go to
Shipwreck. That's his name. Thank you.
Yeah, Shipwreck. Sorry, Shipwreck, Popeye, and Psylocke, right? So you're kind of going in that your eyes drawn in, but then you go left and right a little bit too.
It goes right to Psylocke. Yeah.
That's all. That's what everybody. Yeah, everyone was commenting. It was like, "Oh man, that's Psylocke figure." But yeah, man, it was good. I kind of had fun mixing the lines. It kind of worked out well. I don't really usually do that a lot, mixing lines.
No, it works.
This came out great. Yeah. Sorry. And I love too. You got Constantine's face being like pretty much blocked by
he can't get a drink. He's like, "Come on, man, where's my drink?"
Smoke coming up. Oh, it's good. It was really good. And continuing to tell the story, continuing with your Psylocke, your real focus on the Psylocke there.
So this reference is me when I was in the Navy for 9 years.
Oh
yeah. I
Okay.
was in the Navy, and that's me as Popeye. Grabbing the bottle. I think we were hitting Spain, Rota, and that's exactly how it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nah, I'm joking. Wasn't that crazy?
I was gonna
I'm
say,
just joking.
I'm like,
this is awesome. This is awesome.
You guys were like, really? Jesus, I gotta go to Navy.
It's like no wonder why he was making that boat. It's just all makes a lot of sense now.
Navy
well, yeah, and also like he did say that he did start at, like only a few years ago, and I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, so which part of that wasn't true? Also, I'm just going to drop Kevin's.
No, it is true that
Kevin's message here. It feels like it fits right here, and we'll move on from it. So,
you want to read that?
No, I'm not reading that aloud. So that's why I said I'm just going to drop it right here. I'm just going to drop it.
Okay.
It feels like it fits. That was the joke. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so go ahead. So which part of that wasn't true? That you weren't in Spain or you weren't in the Navy?
No. The wild life of a sailor. But yeah, I've been in the Navy for 9 years. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Which part of that wasn't true? Actually, I was,
No,
you know,
no,
I
no.
was,
I
I was Black Widow in this
The-
shot, not Popeye. Oh, either we lost Henroc or I insulted him so much that he can't talk to me anymore.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. So no, the joke just landed flat, and we got to keep
Oh,
going with it.
no.
So, all right, cool.
No.
Think outside the lines. Thanks, Agent Variant. But yeah, go ahead, tell us more. And we're back. Yeah,
And we're
you're killing
back.
me. You're killing me, Henroc. No, dude, I was curious about your story, your time in the Navy, like what, how
Oh.
you're translating that and how you're using that.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that, man. That's,
In the
a
beginning of the show,
a lot of top secret stuff, Navy SEAL stuff. I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
all right, yeah, yeah,
PTSD and all that stuff. Now,
Sure.
I've been in. I joined the Navy like around 2006. Got out in 2015. And then, yeah, I started my life here in New Jersey. And yeah, I'm here, working with my new job still. Yeah.
Navy related or non-Navy related to new
Kind of,
job?
yeah. It's
Thank
definitely
you, man, Beast Boy.
Yeah, definitely. The Navy did help me out with the getting an engineering job. So yeah, it's a good
And
gig.
and 88 says it. Yeah, man. Thank you for your service, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, thanks,
Thank
88.
you.
appreciate that. So,
Yeah, man.
So I mean, so do you find that like to your point of saying like, hey, this shot like tied back to that? Do you find that you're bringing any of that back, or you're bringing any of it forward? Of the experiences you've had.
Like engineering? No, believe me, there was no photography. Even though there is a rate for photography in the U.S. Navy.
Nice.
I wish I would have had that. That would have been a great gig. But no, I was in engineering, just mostly doing like boiler, AC&R type refrigeration and all that stuff. I'm just use that experience and transition into the real world. So, well, yeah.
And what? So okay, so you come back from the Navy, you start, you build your life in Jersey, you start at your new job, and I know that you said you started collecting in during COVID. What? So like, what was it? Just pulling things back from your past that made you jump in, or?
Yeah, I blend that with my family, my brother, my cousin. They kind of we were all just hanging out and just chewing the shit, and he just basically just introduced me to like 1/12 scale like figures.
Right.
And but yeah,
Okay.
I was collecting other items like I said earlier, but
Yeah.
this definitely took the cake. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I have like this is what he did to me. I got like figures
wait,
and jars.
Hang on.
Okay,
Let's go back. All right.
Are we
So
pressing the button at the same time? I think we
Okay.
Yeah, we are. We are
So-
here. I want to see figures and jars.
Figures and jars. This is what he did to me. And now I'm like hoarding like so many figures that I can't even like display them. I got
Oh.
this here. Thanks, cousin.
Where are you getting all these acrylic like jars and stuff?
Oh, Michaels. Yeah, get them on sale, man. They're like really, really cheap. That and suitcases.
you got more
and suitcases.
Oh yeah, back to school, right? They should have a lot of stuff on sale.
That's true. All
And
kinds of
some of
stuff.
these right here.
Just a couple.
Oh,
just
yeah,
a couple of those. Just a couple of those.
We're all familiar with those.
Yeah.
Pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. What what is something that you want to go to next, dude? Like, what is something that you feel like you haven't done or that you want to do that you're excited to do?
Easy question.
Easy question.
I'm gonna go to Disney World.
Okay.
I'm down. I'll go.
Let's
You
go.
going?
I'll
We're
go.
go-
I'll go.
We're going. Jay, you coming?
I have not
Okay,
gone to
dude.
Disney World.
Let's go. Let's go. Mike.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm in. Let's go.
Anything else?
That's the
No, but
next con. Let's go.
No, but you guys are going to NYCC, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent. Thursday?
Yeah. I have all 4
yeah.
days.
All 4 days?
Yeah.
Same.
Nice. If
Oh.
someone out there has more days, then I'll probably do it. Oh, then again, the tickets are still selling though, right?
Yeah, I think I saw a thing today that said Friday and Sunday aren't sold out.
All right, I might probably.
So, yeah, we're getting a little bit of mic feedback from what's going on there. So
Is
yeah,
that me? Or
That's probably me.
No,
That's probably me.
yeah,
Sorry
there,
about that.
There it goes. Much better. Much better. Much better.
Sorry about that.
So I think we got your brother here has jumped in and said he started with Spawn figures, and this is not the first time I've seen Spawn figures listed in here. So I feel like there is an inside joke that needs to
That's
that
right.
needs to come out. Okay.
That is true. That's true. I'm glad my brother remembers that I collect the Spawn figure.
Steve says it was a bearded Mike. I love that.
Is that a bearded Bills joke?
A bearded Mike.
I think I have one. I have a Spawn figure somewhere around here. I have this one that I haven't opened up yet.
What's that one? Oh, sorry, Henry.
See it?
oh,
Oh, what is that? Is that a newer one, or is that from the
No, this is old.
early
That's
thousands? Yeah,
Yeah, early like 00s.
the early aughts, as the kids
Yeah.
say,
when we were drinking Hypnotic.
when we were drinking Hypnotic.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What made you start with Spawn?
Oh,
Just how cool.
when the Spawn first issue came out, and when Toddy Mac was talking about his first Spawn line, yeah, I was on it. I totally forgot about that. Jesus, my brother reminded me. But,
the way
yeah,
the way everybody was talking about Spawn in the chat, it was like you didn't want to talk about it, so I wasn't going to bring it up. And then I was like, all right, this is too many times to ignore, you know.
Right.
No, but yeah, I was collecting. Yeah, I was a big well, my brother put me on a lot of that. The Image Comics, Youngbloods, Chapel, Shaft, all the Rob Liefeld figures, and then Toddy Mac did all the Spawn lines. Then Toddy Mac went further out, like doing like movies and other lines.
The movie Maniacs. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was good. Oh yeah, and then D Blake got me that Terminator 1 exoskeleton. Really great.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You were so amazed by it.
I know. For some reason, I was just like, I didn't remember Todd doing that. I don't know why. And I looked at it. I was just like, oh my god, there's so much articulation.
The pistons were working pistons, right?
Yeah, look at this plastic.
Big hunk of plastic. Man, Beast Boy says back when we didn't give a damn about articulation. It's true. Back then we didn't care. It just looked cool. It just looked good. I remember that the some of those spawns that came out, dude. They were just awesome. You didn't care what they moved. You just put them up on your shelf.
Yeah. They were just 5 points, literally, right?
Literally, if that.
Yeah, but it was so good. I loved it.
Some of the heads didn't even move. You know.
And then I think after Toddy Mac, and that's what happened. Like I started collecting a lot of statues. And I didn't really have time to, I wasn't into the whole articulated thing because I didn't think figures were ready at the time. What was it like before 2015? Figures did not really impress me with all the articulation, and then with the ball joints and stuff. I didn't feel. I was like, no, I'd rather have a statue. It looks nice. It's good. Whatever, right? And now look at me now. I'm selling all my statues. I'm trying to get rid of all those things. And now I think at this is really a good time to be alive with all these figures, man. They really look good. Everything's coming pinless, and it just looks great.
Steve says we only want articulation because as we age, we can't articulate as well as humans.
I mean, that is kind of true.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. But yeah, dude, I want to bring this photo up because I just like, seriously, it's super impressive to see how far you've come, right? I mean, like, and even just like talking about the desk picture, right? Like, dude, that's a solid pick, though. I mean, that posing on that is pretty solid.
That was like one of my first photos on the Instagram.
It's literally your third photo, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's from November of 2021, dude. Like, you go from that to what you just put out today, man. Like that's to come that far in such a little time, man. That's awesome, man. I hope you're proud, dude, because like that's pretty awesome.
But I felt like I got gypped off because I was so happy. Because I couldn't find a Captain America Mezco. I was like, I want one. I want this. I want this. I want it now. Couldn't find it anywhere. And that place in Staten Island? Is it Staten Island? No. Mellow Mall, where they sell
True Believers.
True Believers.
Yes.
True Believers. They had it. And I'm like, hey man, listen, can you do, I gave him a price and he was like, nah. eBay says 200. I'm like, dude.
Yeah,
Come
they go
on,
through.
man.
They go by eBay prices over there.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was ridiculous.
True Believers is a it's a
When you
cool
don't know
store
any
to walk
better.
through.
And yeah, but and mind you, it's not new. It's used.
No,
You know?
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm like, oh god. But yeah, I still have it. Love it. I love that figure. I hate the head sculpt, but that's an easy fix. You know,
oh,
Well,
if only you had a printer, you know.
you could always fix that.
You can always fix the head.
Yeah, I didn't delete anything out of my early photos. Everything is still there. I kind of like looking at them, so
Yeah,
I
dude.
know where I came from,
Right.
Look at you
how I
rocking
started.
the old school hand pick here. Look at that.
Yeah,
So.
that's when handpicks were a big thing.
Handpicks were huge at that time.
Was it
I was so mad.
2021? Yeah.
Yeah, I was so mad. I was like, why is everybody doing handpicks?
Why is everyone doing handpicks?
I spent so much money on this dial. Just rocking handpicks.
I spent 8 hours.
Just getting the lighting right.
I put smoke in this thing.
I didn't put smoke back then.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I was always afraid, like if I wanted to resell it, like it's smoke-free house.
So yeah.
Here you go. Here's your yeah. Look at that. That's pretty awesome, man.
So that was that was a year ago and change. So I wanted to do that shot again. Of course, I never liked the first one. So yeah, I kind of like the new one.
Dude, I mean, yeah,
I might probably do it again next year just to see if I learned anything else.
I mean, like, look here, like, look, I'm gonna try this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see. Hang on.
What are you doing?
Hang on, I'm gonna try something. Yeah.
Right. All right.
Everybody
Hang on.
Everybody relax. Everybody relax. Here's the old science folder pops up here. Let's see. Let's see if we can literally do this side by side. Oh, it's happening.
It's happening.
Is it?
It's happening.
Hang
on.
Oh boy.
Hang on.
Let's get it. Oh, hey, hi.
Oh,
I know.
You got it.
I know. I got something. Hang on. Don't believe too hard.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna
hang on. All right. Is it showing?
No, we still have it at the backstage. That's
We
nice.
still have the backstage. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Ready and go. What's it got?
I mean, it's small. Yes. I mean,
there we go.
it's
It's clearing up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I tried. So
I mean, like, yeah, you could see, like, you definitely put more effort into this newer picture.
yeah.
And like you put so many more little details.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, both pictures work, but you can see that you have grown from that last photo. So
Well, even the posing. Look at the posing though, too,
Yeah.
right? Like the posing alone.
Yeah, it's like when you look at the first one, he's just like standing still. No,
Mhm.
it's not moving.
you can
just
see there's movement in the newer one.
Right.
Yeah, his arms are not like. It's just looks weird.
You could tell he's got the weight. He's carrying the weight in the second photo, right? Like,
Yeah.
and that's the little touches his head down and kind of to the side so that you could see it. It's cool. And it's cool, dude, that you have a direct comparison here, right? Like you literally have a similar idea, the same kind of shot, and you're able to see just, how you've grown and progressed. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, man.
There you
All
go.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, it worked. Nobody saw anything, so.
You were showing the Yamaguchi Spider-Man and whose phone booth is that? That's
Grime
City?
Yeah, this one. I'm gonna do a shot of this and just like a real close up. Well, don't look at my face. There we go. Kind of like that. Does that look clear or is that bad?
It works. No, yeah. I put you on full screen, so now we can see it. Yeah. So that looks good.
Yeah.
The only thing is though, is like there's no more phone booths.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
People don't know what phone booths are anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's true. Yeah.
So
I don't know where Superman changes nowadays.
the Starbucks bathroom has got to get a code.
Oh right.
Yeah. Takes.
I've been playing around with this Spider-Man like more lately. I changed the head. I used the Ben Reilly head.
Yeah. Go. Yeah.
Well, I can't.
I got you. There you go.
Dope. I need that Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean the figure, not the.
No,
We
no,
know
we
what
got you.
Yeah,
We
oh,
got
you
you.
know,
Yeah,
you know
Yeah,
what I mean. You know
we
what I
got you.
mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got you. Steve asked a question. He says, Henroc, do you spend more time or less time or the same time with setup and posing for a photo than you did?
Posing. If you go through my photos, it's never really. I'm not a posing master, and a lot of the photos are just them just standing still and just kind of like interacting on whatever objects they have around them. And I try to keep it as simple as possible. So when I do a shot, it's just how can I make this angle and make it look alive, like him interacting. Or most of them are just mostly like walking or holding a cup or something like that. But I try to stay away from action scenes, like action, like meaning there's a fight or there's a swing or a punching or anything like that. I don't know. I just feel like photos are just. I feel. I don't know. It's kind of like
easier to
relaxing.
tell that story.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
You know, give a big shout out. I'm not sure if he's still here, but Cap lives. I love his photos, and that's like something that I like. His photos is just it's so hard to explain. It's a lot of photos of just just a person just like this, just standing with the binoculars, and the whole scene is the lighting and you barely see the dial. It's all you see is the face expression of the figure.
right.
And it's something like there's no fighting, no action, no nothing. It's like
done well. It's,
Right.
right. It's
Well-
done really well.
it's just and that's and I'm like, that's what I like. That's what I love. I love to create a scene where it's just something that you don't think is a scene, but you kind of think when you look at it, you think about what you think they're doing, and that's what he creates. And I love his shots. I don't know if he's still there, but yeah, shout out to Cap Lives.
Yeah. He does some great work too. We got to get him on the show also.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I want to freaking pick his brain, man. You
Hey.
bet all the questions you're asking me, you better ask him.
Hey man, if Cap Lives is here, hit us up. We'll drop you a link now. And then we'll come back another time, obviously. But Henroc's called you out, man. He said he wants to pick your brain. So
Yeah.
I'm always glad. I'm always happy to put people together on this show.
Yeah, it's similar to his portfolio. That's what I like to do. I really don't think about posing a lot, but like when it comes to posing, it's always like a pose that you would normally see like on a comic book cover, like a standalone, like a I think I did like maybe one fight scene, and it was the Jada toys, the Fei Long and the Ryu, but
That
everything
came
else
out great, by the way. I like
Yeah.
that one too.
Thanks, man. It was yeah, I barely do it.
It's tough because it's like it kind of for me it's like, do I want to do other panels with this shot so I can show the movement in the scene, right? It's hard to get that. Sometimes it can be hard to get that movement initially,
Yeah.
right, for one shot, unless it's like a really well-known pose or like a special move.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like you say, you don't like do any action scenes and stuff, but like you got some. There's some scenes here, dude, that are solid movements. And that there's definitely a lot of drama and
Which one? I don't know why I can't think of one. I can't.
I mean, here.
Definitely that Street Fighter one that you just talked about too.
Well, here, but even beyond that one, I mean, like unless you're not considering this like an action pose, you know what I mean? Like this one with Beast, dude. Like you got like a little explosion in the background.
Yeah, that is a really really good pose, and it's balanced, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That one I actually posed in front of my computer desk, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And that Dio is where I got the city ruins from '78, and that was the first shot I did with it. I was like, okay, I got a Dio that looks like it's beat up, like
yeah.
I did that shot there, yeah. but yeah, but you see that pose that I just did? It was just for a single shot. It's not like I have like more than one subject. It's just only one thing.
Mhm.
I don't have like people in the background or anything. I would have loved to, but I don't have. Sometimes I don't have the time or patience. I'm just like, I gotta.
So,
Now I
so
got.
you mean you
I
don't
know
like
why.
doing like the
I
action shots where it's like
I
a fight,
at
right?
yeah, and I know why, because at that time I didn't have many lights. I had
Yeah.
so if I'm gonna add more people, that means I need more lights, and I had
Right.
more lights,
Right.
and I'm just like, oh god, this is a headache. I was like, just worry about one person. Keep it
Mhm.
simple.
Right.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
shot, I forgot about this shot until we were just scrolling through here because I remember you telling me about it, and I love the story behind this and how it's like, use what you got or use what you find or you get inspired by something, right? Because you were telling us like these things behind him aren't they like a water gun that your son broke and you just like spray painted them black or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a bubble machine, bubble gun,
right.
a
A
gun,
bubble gun. That's
Mhm.
it.
and it's connected, and it's like it has a gun or whatever. So when I unscrewed it, and it was neon green, and I pulled it apart two pieces, and I looked at it. I was like, oh, it looks like vents. It's already vents on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit! I got matte black from the Batmobile because I painted the the Batmobile matte black.
Right.
I was like, oh, let me, and yeah, now it's I use it for like just backgrounds, just cool vent. I have to do a shot with aliens with this thing, and yeah, I already have an idea and for it and stuff. But yeah, this shot it probably took me like 5 minutes because I was like, so excited to have this thing in hand.
Right.
I was like, man, I got it. Oh my god, I'm gonna do a shot real quick. And I put smoke, and I'm just like, he's like, yeah, put the light in the bottom and like let the light just you know hit the smoke, and this came up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that was like right after we were talking about getting this thing, right?
Yeah,
You were actually the one who convinced me to get it.
yeah.
Right, I had it in my cart because of Sergeant Bananas, but you actually are the one who convinced me to buy it. Just
yeah,
check out, right?
yeah,
I was like, I'm going to the city anyway. I'll just pick it up. It'll be my
yeah.
reason for going. Well, my reward for going to the
Your
city.
reward.
Yeah, I had to help my niece move from her apartment, so it was just
Yeah.
like, let me also hit up B&H while I'm there in the city.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It was a great purchase. I like it. Love it.
And then this is
Yeah.
that the Terminator shot you're talking about earlier, right? So
Not happy with it. Not happy. And
why
I
not?
know
Let's
I'm
talk
not
about
happy.
it. Let's
Yeah,
talk about it.
I did the white light on this shot, but I still not happy with it. I don't
Mhm.
know. I'm not sure if it's the figure, but I'm listen. It's me. It's me.
There's always a
Everything.
learning curve.
Yeah, everything in this shot is good.
Mhm.
Except the figure. The thing is, I wanted to create like all I kept thinking about was the movie. I like the movie because
Right.
the what do you call it? T100,
The
T100,
T800, right?
T800. Yes. Yeah, like this one I did better. Like it's like more a little bit, just a little bit white. I just needed
Hmm.
white on it,
Mhm.
and I didn't achieve that on the last photo, and it just looked too tint like is it? Am I
I
using the word?
think the
Tint
blue
too much blue.
is overpowering a bit,
Yeah.
right? But there
Yeah.
that's like you got to learn that, right? You got to learn that balance with the blue light.
And I think when you told me that, I started just getting more control with the white, like more
Mhm.
white, and then toy around a little bit with your LED color
Right.
lights,
Yeah.
and it just made the shots more clear. Everything is
Mhm.
just yeah. I
And
definitely
it makes it more it's easier to see the figure for people.
yes, easy on the eyes.
Mhm.
That's what Max Fisher always says. I still remember that comment. Make it easy on the eyes, because I
Yeah.
think that's what it was. When you look at that shot, like it looks cool, the flames in the back. This this is what the photo makes you do. It makes you squint. It doesn't
Yeah.
relax your eyes though. You're
Right.
curious, but you're just like,
Good point.
I'm not gonna hit that like button. you know, like so that's not what I wanted. I want you to like, oh,
Just
cool.
get it right away,
Yeah,
and
get
then
it
like
right away.
linger a little bit, but like get it
Yeah.
right away.
The minute you're squinting, you're like, this hurts my brain.
Right.
Swipe.
That that is something that I do notice when I'm looking at one of like Max Fisher's posts is like I won't like really squint, but it's easy on the eyes. But it's like there's so much detail in his stuff that you kind of linger there just to see what else he put in the background, you know? Like I do get what he's saying with that.
D Blake wants to know where you got this toy, but Blake, if you were listening, we already told that story.
Ah, dude, where were you?
You'll have to go back.
Where were you,
Go
buddy?
back. You have to go back.
Oh,
I love this one, dude. This was such a good use of this figure in a different way.
Yeah.
Like it's so good.
I used 2 photos because I didn't know which one was better. I kept asking a few people, and they all gave me different answers. And I'm like, which one is it? I was like, you know what? I'm done. I just put both of them. Just
Put both of them.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good, dude. It's good.
Just looking right back at us.
Yeah. I almost wanted it to be like an animation where it just like morphs into looking at the camera. And you're like, oh, stop it. You turn away real quick.
Yeah, this is me
Freaked
just
out.
using a shit ton of small Ulanzi lights. I had no studio light, no big light to give me that one
That's good.
Have you ever done light
made it work.
painting?
light painting.
Yeah, where you have it set to a long exposure, and then you basically just use one light to just like wave it around, hit the subject in all different angles.
News to me.
That's a good way to get around having to use a lot of lights. Also, really useful for group chats.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now I'm barely using them now, which I like. Because I remember this was me. I'm like, all right, got the shot. All right, turn on the lights, and the light goes out. I'm like, shit, I'm down one light. I charge it. All right, I'm done. I'll be back 4 or 5 hours later.
Right.
Like all the lights are done.
That used to happen to me a lot with the Loom cubes because I noticed that they never really held their charge that long. Right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that was the Gen 1 that you had. Or yeah.
But now it's like the moment one light dies, I'm just like, screw it. I'm switching to light painting. And I just grab that one light and just wave it around, make sure I get every part that I want to get lit up.
I gotta do that. I've seen that done before. I've seen that's done before on someone's Instagram, and I can't get my name.
Wayne Collectors does it a lot.
Wayne does a lot, yeah.
That's what he's like. I'm like, what is he doing? Is he doing rain dance? Like, what is this? Like,
yeah, But now I think he has
the algorithm dance. It's how you try to get around the algorithm.
I thought he was like rave dancing with the lights. And I was like, oh, I guess that's a trend. So that's why I didn't know that, dude. I'm telling you,
so you learn something new.
You do that with white light or LED? Like
I do it with a white light, but like what I'll usually do is I'll leave the LED color very low powered light, right? I'll get that to to hit the figure from like the side, and then like the main key light would be I would use the light painting technique.
Gotcha.
Right, with a white light, just to get all the the shadow areas that I don't want it to have. But it has to be on a long exposure, right?
When you say long exposure, which setting is that? That's
your shutter speed.
Shutter speed, gotcha.
Yeah, so you want that to be like more than a second. Gotcha. Right. I'll usually go like 2 to 3 seconds. I know like there's been times where I've done like 30 seconds, but that's if I'm really working with low light.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if I do a long exposure, I'll probably go anywhere from 8 to 12 is usually my sweet spot. Seconds on that. So, but to give Matt credit where credit's due, the tip is if you're gonna the trick is if you're gonna do long exposures, you got to get a remote.
Yes,
but you're using the iPad, so you should be okay.
Yeah. Don't, because like if you're doing a long exposure, you don't want to touch the camera at all. Even if it's just like hitting the button, that little tiny
yeah.
But you're like you said, like you're using the iPad, you have total control over that.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, what the hell is this? It's like, yeah.
It looks fuzzy, right? And I was like basically yelling at J Shot for a while. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
even though you're doing like a timer or whatever, you're still tapping the screen. Stop doing that.
Yeah, that one little tap.
You'd always go like this. You go, you didn't use the remote, did you? No, I didn't use the remote. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if this is a gag, but
I was
D-Blake
just
says his
reading
wife. Yeah, his wife hates when he does a long exposure.
He has a big black. He has a big black sign for that.
Oh my God, Blake! Can you start making little sensor signs? That would be amazing. Or big sensor signs, but I mean like 1/12 scale sensor signs. That'd be great. Be awesome. I'd love that. Those would work really, really well with Deadpool.
Oh my God! Yes.
Right? See,
But-
I was going somewhere with this. Yeah.
But now I need that figure, that Deadpool figure where he's in his boxers.
Yes. I don't think I have that one.
I don't have that one. That they have that. I forget which one that was. That came with. That was a Legends one, right? He came with flip flops too, like little
slippers, like bunny slippers.
bunny slippers. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. D Blake says he can and he shall. So it will be done. Coming this fall.
Look at that.
D Blake presents 1/12 censored scale signs. Yeah.
Are you?
What's yeah.
Are you guys? Well, Henroc, are you going to Wayne at the Wayne show? Are you going to be at the Wayne show this
I was
month?
talking to Man Beast Boy about it, and we might. Yeah, I know he's dying to get rid of some inventory, so yeah, I'll be there. The last month was really like was a big downer, but well, they say September is good, so
Yeah,
we'll do it. You guys are showing up?
Yeah, I think I'll go. I'll definitely be going. I kind of want to get this guy to go because like it was just his birthday.
We
can do something after.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
No way! Happy birthday!
Big deal. No big
Happy
deal.
birthday, dude. There you go.
It's not about me. It's about you guys, right?
No, it's about you.
This episode is about us every week. Yeah. So, but that's awesome, man. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Blake says you never know what's going to be a hot show or not. Hard to gauge. I hope he's talking about selling and not this show because this show is always hot. I mean, come on.
Jay's hot. Just don't Google it. Like, are you going to be at the Wayne show? Because I have a box of toys for you that's just been sitting here, and I don't know if I should ship it or not, or just hold on to it. So you let me know. Like, do I bring it with me?
Let's
2-4.
He's thinking about it. Henroc's thinking about it. But since you're talking about toys and shipping it out, let's talk about where Henroc really shines. You are like the toy hunter here.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. Like I can't say how many streams Matt has said you can't say hero. Shit, found it.
Oh,
Hell
nice.
Yeah. Look at that.
Nice.
29.99.
Where'd you find that?
Did I message you to make sure you grab it? If you find another one, grab it.
No, this is the only one. All
right. Well, see another one, grab it. It's like one of the only NECAs I'm missing.
Oh man.
That's all right.
Yeah, man. It was the only one. I would definitely would have bought more. Would have bought more, man. They had plenty of these though, but I think you do have this, right?
Which was that? Yeah, I have that one. Yeah, I have that one.
There's a lot of these, but this was also $29.99. Yeah, it was $15.
That's a good deal.
Yeah,
it's a really good deal. It's a really good deal.
Yeah, if you see that get one of those figures for that price.
No. If you see that farmhouse set again, make sure you grab it. But what's the secret sauce here, dude? Like you're always finding stuff. Are you just always out, or
I do?
I know you've got a few. You got your spaces that we don't want to tell. We won't give away.
But... And I think I did. Oh
no!
And you know what?
You gave it away.
It's been kind of empty around my areas.
Oh no!
Yeah, let me tell you something. I went to Target last week. Well, that was last week or this week? No, it's this week. I went. Yeah, the first thing I did was Monday. I was like, dude, I gotta get me that Chung Li, man. Hearing Chung Li's is out.
Yeah.
I called. I asked for inventory to a couple of targets. They're like, yeah, there's 6 Chung-Li's, but I know it doesn't go like that. It usually means they have 6 Jadas. It can either be Fei Long, Ryu, or Chung-Li.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, yeah, this target has six Jada toys, 6 of them. I'm like, that's they ship by 3s. So I'm like, there's got to be a Chung-Li in one of them. One of them.
Right.
I went there. They had 3 on the shelf. I go there. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. It says that you have 6, but there's only 3 on the shelf. She's like, oh, there's probably 3 more in the back. I'll go get them. And I'm like, oh my god. Come on, this is it. This is it. This is it. She brings the box. She's like, "Is this what you're looking for?" And it's Fei Long. I was like, "No. What's the other 2 in there?" And it was Ryu and Fei Long. I was just like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "It's still not here in the East Coast. It's still not here." So
You realize if this was like months ago, you would have been sitting on a gold mine, right?
Gold mine. I was just thinking that. Now we're complaining there's too many Fei Longs. It's like
Right.
no, I was like, get this Fei Long out of my face. No, but it is true, and my cousin did tell me, and I did take a look at the new shipments of Fei Longs and Ryus. They are more matte. They look really good. They have better paints than the first.
Okay, so if you see them, yeah, pick them up for me.
I'll
You know, and I'll pay you the finder's fee, of course. You know?
no worries, man. But yeah, this. I'm looking at my Fei Long. They look like they're a little sweaty, like a little bit of shine.
They've been fighting a little too long, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When you look at these new,
it's round 3.
apps,
Yeah,
it's definitely a lot better. Yeah, definitely a lot better.
Well, we got coming all the way at 88 miles per hour. He has finally arrived. Here he is.
Hey!
Talking about fighting and being sweaty. We both know cops doesn't start till 6:88. So, get your hands off my drum set. What's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
How are you, dude?
Good, man. Hey, Henroc. Nice to meet you.
What's going on, man? Pleasure. Dudes, I gotta go.
Oh, this is perfect timing then.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I got work calling me, and I might probably be heading out shortly.
Okay. Look for those Chun-Lis, man.
I will, man.
Yeah.
88, man. Take care, man.
Hey, you too.
Right, dude. Appreciate you being on, dude.
Peace.
Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
all right, man. Thanks, man.
Hey. All right, well, there you go. That was perfect timing. It's a 1 in, 1 out. That's how it works, I guess, here. So, hey, dude, first off, thank you so much for jumping on. I know that you said you were running home from work, and glad you got home safe, hopefully without a ticket. But there
were a lot of cops on the freeway for some reason.
I'm sure if you got pulled over and you're like, I'm late, I'm on between 2 Sentinels tonight, they'd be like, let us give you an escort.
Like, oh my God,
get you home.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Or directly to jail.
Or
direct to jail card.
Direct to jail.
No,
to jail.
I was driving the speed limit all the way home, which in Cali means 10 to 15 over. So we did it.
Where in Cali are you?
I'm in Inland Empire, around Lake Elsinore.
Are you getting hit with the hurricane, or have you?
We did, but I honestly think they kind of overhyped it. Because I started a subgroup of fellow California collectors too, and we all just kind of like kept track of each other when the hurricane was like hitting.
Oh, nice.
I just got like heavy rain. Some people got wind, no rain, and some people just got regular rain. So we all just kind of like, we're good. We're still here.
I think it's better that they overhype a hurricane rather than under.
Yeah. Right? I know we were getting like the amber alerts of evacuation notices for like OC area and stuff like that. But even then, like I think Thor's around that area, and he was just like, yeah, we're chilling. I mean, there's like patches of roads that like got like mudslides and stuff, but it wasn't like chaos as like the news was trying to make it out to be. Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you on, and one of the reasons why we wanted to have both you and Henroc on, we were just talking about it earlier in the stream. Just like you guys have just been hitting fire with your shots. You're like,
oh, thank you.
It's just like dropping. We joke saying your boy can't miss. But even even just like something like this that you dropped yesterday, and we can't talk Ahsoka. I'm way behind. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
but like, dude, like this is just.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about this before. Where it's like simple but not easy. Like this is
Right.
such a good shot, man.
Thank you.
And is this a different? Is this a piece? Is that a different Hera? That Hera looks different. Did you like hit bash that?
Pencil up, right?
Yeah. If you scroll, what is it, to the right? I like break down how I did it.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's literally the Jedi chick.
Got
I
it.
just threw her on what is that, CoverGirl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just sprinkled some Photoshop magic in there.
It works though.
Oh,
It
so
works
you didn't even
really
use a
well.
Hera figure.
No.
Yeah, it worked out cool.
That sounded disappointed. You didn't even use a Hera figure.
I don't have the
Oh, okay.
That's what you're talking about. Are you talking about the prisoner or the actual the actual
No,
Hera?
the actual Hera from yeah.
No, I don't have her. I'm late to the collecting game, and I think she was like overpriced when I was like looking at her.
I think I got Hera from Chubsy Wubsy.
Nice.
Like really, really like good price, like decent, like regular price, basically.
Nice.
Yeah, that's those two figures are so good.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
which are you talking about? These two, the Hawkeye and
Black
Widow. Okay, I didn't know if we moved on from So
a nice Dirty Figs is here.
Dirty Figs. KJ Smith is in the house here.
I need Victor
Marcata. I don't know.
Friends, buddies.
All right, cool. I try not to mispronounce words on the show. It's I try not to hit things too hard too.
I don't really do a lot of as much as I should comic character shots, but this was just fun, and they've just been staring at me at the shelf like, when are you going to use us?
Yeah, I know that feeling all too well.
Yeah.
They're
all the other toys, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
when you bring home new toys, all your other toys that are collecting
what
dust staring at you. Like,
what are you doing? Now, did you do layer stacking on this or
yeah, I photo stacked it. Literally just like deleted half the photo and then kept it pushing.
Nice. That works. It came out good.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I love the shadow you got on this in the front too. That's awesome, man.
Yep.
So what with again, like things you were talking about earlier and stuff, but like what do you feel like has been the shift in you? Like what's is it just like getting into it more, just like taking things that you've learned, or did you like learn some secret sauce? I mean, like you even this something like just the way that he's front lit here is and you got the little weight coming off his foot. Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, it's like a mix of I'm no macho poser. I'm not that god tier level.
I'm not that great. I'm not that great.
I mean, who is?
Who is anyone ever going to? Oh, what up, Kyle?
I'll give you guys a little insight. I use Pinterest to get my poses. I just look at comic photos.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, you're able to recreate it in a way that sometimes you can't. Even think about moving the figures. But go ahead, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So when I do my photos, it is created time constraint because I used to spend hours and hours on it, and then it got to the point where like my girl would come in and be like, "Hey, it's 2 a.m. What are you doing?" I'm just like, "Oh my god, I've been working on this shot for like how long?" So I tell myself like, "Hey, try to knock something out in like an hour," and obviously that just results in like simple walking poses or vanilla poses. Every now and then I'll throw in like an action shot. What up, Toy Marth? But it is just kind of like, what can I get done in in a short amount of time and still make it cool, and then still have time, spend the evening with wifey and other stuff that I try to do after work. Nice. But the recent surge in, because I've been kind of dormant for a while and just kind of like bugging people on live streams, is because my girl got COVID last week. So she's good now. It was bad at the beginning, obviously, but her being quarantined and me like just kind of sleeping on the couch in the studio room with all the toys. I'm just like, all right, so
I got to do something.
Here we go. Let's Let's
Nice.
pass the time.
Hey man, sometimes whatever works.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
So you guys are saying
but-
it's like I gotta get sick so I can start pumping out content,
There you go.
right? So I'm just like
That's it.
locked in. I can't leave the house.
But yeah,
It's
I
a fun
also
shot.
think having like it's like I have my light setup that I'm sticking to, just like
Mhm.
Okay.
two on either side, one god light essentially, and then
Yep.
and then just trying to make everything look like a movie poster or a movie still. So I've just kind of like watering that style now, right? Just letting that like grow and just kind of before the very, very like first couple of shots, I'm like trying all these different things, but now
Mhm.
again with my made up time constraint and then just kind of like trying to keep it simple and straightforward.
So when you say you kind of got like your light set up, what does that consist of? Like what either whether it's you have them just kind of like this is always going to be your overhead, and then you'll move your side pieces around, or like what does that look like for you?
I have 3 Ulanzi lights. Udalon. What did he say earlier?
What do you say? Somebody wrote it in too.
It was like
Udanzi?
Udalon or something.
Udalanzi.
Yeah, these went on sale. I think it was Chewy that said, "Hey, they're on sale on Amazon." So I grabbed 3
Prime
of them
Day.
for like it was like what $15-20 each. It was cool. And before that, I was just using the light room, the little boob light in the center of the room, like, and then just like taking white pieces of paper and just trying to
And just
bounce
bouncing
stuff.
it?
Yeah, but I got more, like I said, I got more and more into like I wanted to look cinematic, I wanted to look dramatic, I wanted to look like a movie poster or,
For a while, I was actually what I started using was when I first started doing toy photography. It was the hue bulbs in my room.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm being interrupted.
You're
Hang
on. Yeah.
yeah.
And then now
Sorry,
it's just like finding little stuff like I found those little like fish bait hooks that like look really cool as like lightsabers or flares. And it works really good with like 112 scale.
That's a good tip. I didn't even think about that.
I think there's a recent shot of like a clips I did where she's like walking and she's like holding it, kind of like made it look like Tomb Raider style. And then there's I forget what it's called, but they had these little like light. They die after like 20 hours. Oh yeah, there's another one.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, did I mute? I kept muting myself. I'm unmuted myself. I'm like talking. I'm like, they can't hear me. They can't hear me. Oh.
Yeah, so those are fish baits.
Those are fish baits?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. And they come in all colors. So you could do green, blue. I chose red because I was like, okay, flares, right?
Yeah.
I've seen people use them. I forget the IG handle now. I'm sorry to that person, but they use them as like lightsabers. And then they'll just edit in the rest of it, right? Because it gives a nice glow without the overbearing, like if you shine a red light on the figure.
They're called fish bait lights?
Yeah, look up hold on. I could look it up on my my shopping list.
That's good.
I'll send it to you.
Okay,
send it.
Yeah. Send it to us, and then
there.
I'll put it in the description for people
okay. For sure.
on the replay. Right.
That's cool.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah, that's a good little.
Yeah. See, and then if you click on who's what's that big green dude stomping out Iron Man?
Titanium Man.
Titanium Man.
Titanium Man. Sorry. Those lights in the background are these little like balloon lights that I found on Amazon. Yeah. So it comes in a bag of like 50. But
are they like they're supposed to go in balloons, right? When you
yeah.
They're
like
we did that for a birthday party.
There you go. Yeah, and they die
Genius.
after like 20 hours. But
yeah,
I'll just use them. I'll use them for the shots. Throw them around. Like,
do you have an Amazon like affiliate link or something like that? Like,
I
because now
don't.
I'm just gonna load up the description with.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
I don't.
Wait. I think you need to get one, and then we'll put it in the description here.
Right.
So, yeah, get money where money's due here for sure.
Yeah.
How does
that's cool.
Does that work out good? Do you just get pennies on the dollar?
I don't know. We got to
know.
talk to Yimbo about that. He was
Yeah,
supposed to
I
try
know
to-
Yimbo's king of that right now.
He's got it set up.
pull Yimbo off Toy Daddy. Someone jump on for a second.
Yeah.
Talk to us about
Top
this
10
stuff.
doesn't,
Yeah, they can handle the top 10 without one
They're
man.
They're an hour in. They haven't even hit the top 10 yet. They haven't even started talking about the shots.
They probably haven't. They're still probably talking about what's making them happy.
Yes,
you know what?
Good by the way, good for them. Not it's just
love you guys.
I love those guys. I know I jumped in their video just to say like what's up in the comments, and they were literally talking about what was making them happy. So it's funny that you said that.
All right. So they're on number 7. So okay. Yeah. So they're moving along. So all right.
Number 7.
Dude, I was floored when I learned that's Chewie's voice. That he does the voice for that. That was amazing.
Yeah, dude,
I still don't believe it. I still think it's a robot.
You think it's a ruse? He's messing with us?
AI.
Oh.
He's what is that? Nilla Vanilla or whatever that group's called.
Vanilla?
Yeah.
Vanilla?
They got caught up in lip syncing.
I always love how random this show gets. It's so good. Dude, this one was great too, man. Like this is just you're good with the group shots.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. But talk us through it.
Again, this was like me being late to collecting, and Mantis was severely overpriced.
Oh yeah, I remember she was overpriced.
Yeah, as soon as they announced the new Guardians wave, the only one I bought was Mantis, since it was like what 25 or whatever ridiculous price they were trying to do. And then I threw her on was that Xerxes? How do you Cersei?
Yeah. Cersei, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Threw her on there and called it good. And the back piece, the decaying building, I found at the thrift shop right across the street from my house. And it was like the guy was like, I was like, how much for this? He's like, I don't know, $3. I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah. So what's funny is that you talk like you're like the way that you do your shots is that you get so engrossed in everything else that's going on. It took me a second to even realize that wasn't Mantis's body, right? Same way it took me a second to realize it wasn't Hera's. Like I'm not. You're like it's almost like you're not fixated on that aspect of it. You're just fixated on like the storytelling and what's happening within the scene.
Right.
But I'm not like actually that's not Mantis. Like I'm not hung up on that in any way, shape, or form because it works. Like it plays so well into this.
Well, then you are my target audience because I think like the first comment I got on was like, "That's not Mantis's body," and I was like, "Okay, cool, thanks, man."
Wait, all right, let's find. No, we won't call that person out. So.
Yeah,
I know. Oh no,
it was me.
Gotcha's like, what the hell? Dr. Space Camp called it out in a really good way. So it's good. It was a good hair.
It is Dr. Space Camp. Okay, nice.
Yeah. It says love the Mantis head swap. It's good. So there you go.
Yeah.
You found a use for that Cersei figure. That was good. So.
And then obviously I don't have the other Drax set. Now I do. But at the time of that photo, I didn't have the other Drax head, so I figured it'd be funny if he was like yelling at Rocket like they were mid-argument during the group shot. I just thought it'd be funny.
Very on brand.
Yes.
Right?
Very on brand for them. Oh. That's awesome, man. And then like I know too that and obviously you're featuring some of these figures and stuff in here. The Titanium Man was a Diamond Select, right? And,
yeah.
His name just escaped me. Why can't I think of Beta Ray Bill? Yeah, Beta Ray Bill's from Diamond Select. How did that affiliation come around?
So thankful to like Realm of Toys, Yimbo, just everyone in the group chat, right? We all just kind of like give tips and tricks to each other. And a lot of it is just like, hey, just reach out to the companies, reach out to so-and-so. And if you get left on red, that's fine, right? Like reach out again in like another 2 months or something. So it was me reaching out to Diamond Select and the boys in the DMs are just like, hey, Zach is the guy to talk to. So it was just that pitch. Hey, what's up, Zach? Like, enjoy your figures. I have a few of them and they look great. Let me know what I could do to like help promote. Not asking for a handout, but like, if you want to ship some stuff, I'll shoot it and I'll ship it back, whatever, and he's like, no, I got you, man. Go to the website, give me a grocery list of what you want, and then we'll go from there. And so that was really cool. And that just kind of like motivated me to like reach out to more companies. And so you'll get a bunch of no's, you'll get a bunch of left on red, and then every now and then like someone will be like, hey, this is dope. Yeah, let's try it out. Here's your tracking number for XYZ.
Right.
And then when you could get me the photos, get me it, or if you could get it to me in like 2 months, 2 weeks, whatever, depending on the person. So
I think
like what Yimbo says all the time, it's just like, yo, if you don't ask, then the question is, or the answer is always going to be no.
Always no.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, he told me that too, and I should really listen to that. But like,
you would, between both of your guys' talents and just like your network in general, like you would think, I'm like looking at like all the other dudes I look up to in the community, and I'm like, why aren't you guys involved? Or is it just one of those like, oh, I'm just doing this to like...
No. I don't know. I can't speak for Machu, but our talents, I'm going to say quote unquote, that's me reaching out to Micro Galaxy Squadron last week to be like, hey, you want to do a collab where I say Waza Quest? So
I mean, did you do that?
Exactly. I totally did, because they haven't hit me back yet. So if anybody's watching, yeah. So
I think that should be a thing.
Dude, I'm all in. I got something cooking. Jesse, Jurassic Jesser hit me up. We got something cooking with that. But yeah, if anybody's watching from Micro Galaxy Squadron, I'm all in here. I can I'm certainly not I'm certainly not shy from making fun of myself at this point. So
I would say too, with all the third-party companies and toy companies that are just starting up, like it's a photographer's market at this point. Like I mean, obviously, we're like, we're all gunning for Hasbro, Mezco, whatever, but it's just like, look around at like, I guess your similar follower count. If I were to like, look at the people that are in your room,
right?
If that makes sense, and like reach out to those people and start a connection too. It's just like with anything, any business, right? You just got to be like genuine. You can't just go in there, hey, give me some free shit. Look at my photos, like.
Oh, that's not how to do it, right?
No.
Maybe that's why I don't have.
The resume obviously doesn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
We did on the TPC Discord YouTube channel, we interviewed Sir Dork, and he gave some really good insight of
he does give a lot of good insight.
Yeah. So it's really just like staying consistent, being genuine, making sure your social media across like every platform that's tied to your name, right, should look cohesive and look presentable and like a resume.
Yeah, basically that's how I kind of do treat my Instagram,
of course,
at this point, right?
Oh yeah, but still keep it fun, obviously.
Man, I keep muting myself because there's noises here.
I always I'm just thinking you're like just like deep in thought.
Right. No, I'm like talking and I'm like, oh, they can't hear me. Yeah. No, I was just gonna say your Instagram, like at this point now, is like your storefront, right? Like that's that's what everybody's going to see what you're offering and what you've got going. So yeah, dude, like it's pretty awesome. And you got Diamond Select there, you get Super Action stuff, Almighty Legends, which is a really cool get. I love though that we're like, the goal is always like Hasbro and stuff, and not a single one of us though is like, yeah, I really want to get in with the Four Horsemen. It's like nobody's touching that. That belongs to Trevor. Everybody step away. Like,
gotta pay your dues, kid. Yeah. You ain't ready to roll with the big boy.
That's right. Don't touch my stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So it's cool though that like I'd love the tips on the like the little lights and stuff that you've been that you gave out, and it's always stuff that you don't think about, right? Like things like like a fishing lure light or stuff. What has been your favorite piece of gear though, or accessory that you kind of been using a lot lately? Like Matt and Henroc were talking about the smoke machine and things like that.
I don't know. I feel like the crate has just been in like every shot, even if it was like unintentional, just because I have it out so that whenever I do walk into the room, there's like, hey, you should shoot some more stuff for Super Action. It's just like kind of a reminder. So that's kind of been a cool like background piece. I know, like super plug, right?
No, dude. Hey, plug away.
Yeah, I don't know. I really want to use the stack of money that came with that McFarlane Joker. I just
trying
to figure out.
Yeah. Agent Variant says, what's the reason you guys are gunning for Mezco, etc. to notice you? Are you hoping to land jobs? They are as photographers. Seriously asking. Definitely want to go around the room. I wouldn't be gunning for Mezco in any way, shape, or form. And for me, it's not about money or jobs, right? To me, it's just like, hey, if you can recoup a little bit of the cost or get a little bit of the money back from what you're making. I mean, for crying out loud, I spent $14 on empty pizza boxes, for Pizza Hut. Like, I'm clearly not, and like it's not about, to me, it's not like, I'm not looking to quit my day job, but it can't hurt to help just support the habit, right? Or even give back, like we said with the super chats and stuff. So yeah, definitely go around the room.
I'll let Machu go too.
For me, it's like I don't want to ask. That's my thing. Is my hurdle is like I'm always afraid to just ask. But me, it's also the fear of it like not being fun anymore once it becomes work.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like I would be fine with like, hey, you get me into a convention and I'll pose your figures for display. That would be cool. I think
that would be cool.
Hell yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, just like genuinely being involved. And for me, it's been drilled in my head by my dad that it's like, hey, guess what? Like life is work. So if you can figure out a way to make your interests make you money, then you're not going to work. So going into toy photography, that came a lot from just like me figuring out stuff DIY, right? Like trying to save a buck here, like learning to do it myself. And COVID being the reason why, like we were all just sitting around bored, like that's what got me back into collecting. And it did turn into like, oh, okay, I spent $20 this week on an action figure. Okay, I just spent about $500 this week on toys. Maybe up to like thousands now, right? And you're just like, okay, it's time to like start making money off of this, but how do I do it? How do I do it like so it's not so reseller or like like used car salesman with it or whatever? Because again, like you gotta be genuine, and nowadays even more than ever, like people will see right through that if you're just bullshitting your way through it. And again, like to Machu's point, like it'll become like work, and I don't want that. So I'm like finding the balance of it. And also it's just like I say reach out to these companies, but that doesn't mean I'm just like spamming, everyone. Like I have to have an interest in it, or at least visualize like, oh, if they did say yes, like I could see myself collabing in this way with it, and like it would tie back into like what I'm doing and my style and da da da. So it should always be like a mutual beneficial relationship with anything involved with, right? So
yeah, and I would say I think the word collab is the right word, right? So like Agent Variant asks, like, are you looking to get paid to photograph items? Like, I'm certainly not. Like, I'm certainly not looking to get paid for kind of photographing. But like at the same time, like if you're collabing to an extent where it's like, hey, I use this anyway, right? Like it'd be cool to get featured or just to do that kind of thing. I mean, like, but to this exact same point of what you're saying, right? It's like it's got to be genuine. Like if all of a sudden I was like, hey guys, check out these G.I. Joe figures, go buy them. Everybody be like, you're the from Turtle guy. What are you doing? Like everybody would know that something's off, So, but it's like go get go ahead.
Yeah, there's got to be a middle ground. Like a nice 90 degree, not 180. But yeah, no, I have respect obviously for everyone's way of like everyone gets to like walk the way they want to walk their life, right? So again, I was raised and that was drilled into my head of just like if you can turn your interests into money making opportunities, cool. So even like my day-to-day job, right? It went from working like an assembly line to essentially building that trust with my bosses, and then showing them like, hey, I have other skill sets too. I don't just have to like plug in numbers all day and like make sure everything looks good. And that turned into like what I'm doing now of like essentially like art design and like production quality and stuff like that. And I'm still pushing that because I want to get away from that, and I want to be able to like really put my art out there and not just editing someone else's art to be able to sell it to the masses. So it pours into everything. So if photography, being in the toy community, turns into income, I'm not going to be mad about that. Oh, I think you muted again, J Shot. But yeah,
my back, is that good?
Yeah, you're
good. You hear me now? Okay, good. Yeah, no, I agree, and it's similar to what Asian Variant says, right? For me, the hobby takes away from the work life. That's exactly it, right? But it's to your point, when it starts to bleed over a little bit, if it all works together, why not?
Yeah, why not? Because again, like it's like, oh yeah, here we go.
Look at that.
I just feel like with each level you reach, right? Everyone sets a goal, like with everything in your life, in your 24 hours, right? Once you reach that goal, you kind of figure out like, oh shoot, it wasn't exactly what I thought it was, but I learned all these new skills. I'm happy. I can afford XYZ. I could afford SHF now, like, instead of just buying like clearance figures at Target, right? And then new ideas come in and new goals come in. So I think that's just like being a human in general, right? So to the people that like love it, that they love the hobby and it separates them from the work life. Yes, of course, that like, when you hit that depression hits, or like, the bills come in, you're just like, shit. So then you go and like retail therapy, or you go and open like toys that you haven't opened yet and it feels like Christmas. Of course, like I love that feeling. But yeah, I'm just not gonna. I wouldn't say no if someone was like, "Hey, we like what you do. We want you to do it more, and we're gonna pay you for it." Like the Wayne's World effect. Excuse me.
Watch. You sound like you're gonna jump in. Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say like I would like if somebody were to say like, hey, if you want, we like what you do, like basically what 88 said. I wouldn't say no. Like,
right.
I'm not gonna say no. Like, even though I said like, oh yeah, I'm afraid like, oh, once it becomes work, then I'm afraid it's not gonna be fun. But like, hey, if you want to pay me for it, like what I just did,
yeah,
I'll
and I think it's like when one opportunity feeds into the next opportunity, and it's not a matter of it like becoming the work. It's just like, here's things that we never thought about, right? Like Machu and I talking about doing a show turns into us doing a show, turns into getting to where we are now, to having people like you on and Henroc, and you know what I mean? Like that's just us taking advantage of the next opportunity in front of us. I don't ever think it's like, we certainly didn't start this show to be like, all right, cool, how do we start a YouTube channel? Because no one has ever done this before, talking about toys to make money. Like, no, like it was just like, all right, let's take the next opportunity in front of us and see what happens.
We need to become the next gatekeepers. That's the goal.
That's the goal. No, basically, this show is just us hanging out like how we normally would, but like we're throwing in another person or another group of people to hang out with us and chat with everybody at home, right?
Right. Yeah. Again, give access to people that you normally wouldn't talk to, or learn from, tips and tricks from people and been doing this stuff. Like, I mean, shit, like how many people would have done? I feel like now that we've monetized, I've cursed more. I don't know what's happening, but it's like
we don't have ads yet.
Oh yeah, okay, good. So
we only have
God.
super chats.
But yeah, like it's like the lore lights. Like no one, like who thought of lore lights? Like that's awesome. It's a good little.
I know. I need to find that person. I'm sorry to that person. It's definitely,
if you're watching, let us know.
It's definitely a heavy Star Wars like account. Like they post mainly Star Wars, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Well, let me look this up.
let me borrow this. So okay, so this is I love, like, again, I love getting into more of the process with everybody, and I know that you said like a lot of the recent boom has come from you just being up, and you unfortunately having COVID and stuff, or your wife having COVID. But when you start with an idea, where do you go from there? Do you do a sketch? Do you do a pose? Do you start with a light? Like, how do you start?
So background first.
Yeah.
Set the scene, right? And it always goes like I'll set up a background and it'll end up being the background for the next 20 shots until I think of a new background. But I'll just like move stuff, right? So the box will be on the left in this shot, but the box will be on the right in the next shot. So it's a different room, you know?
Yeah.
And then usually the character is already in mind of who I want to shoot. So obviously last night I was watching Ahsoka and I was like, all right, let's shoot Ahsoka. But how can I just shoot Ahsoka? Because everyone's posting just Ahsoka. Well, to me, it kind of looked like, yes, we're following her, but the story does look like it's paralleling Sabine.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, so she's definitely main character. Maybe she should be in the middle. So it's even like thinking like that, right? Like in my feed, all I see is Ahsoka. I don't see any Sabine, and I don't see any of the other chick. I forgot her name already.
Hera.
I know. He ain't no Star Wars fan.
I was gonna say you aren't a Rebels fan. What is happening here?
I loosely watched Rebels and Clone Wars. I just couldn't get into the animation. I was such a hater on the I was such a hater on the animation.
You know me, I was also the same way. I did. It took me a while, but J-Shot finally convinced me to just like stick with it, watch it,
stick with it.
And
but the stories are cool, and
the story's good.
It's been years, the animation. So now, right? It's been years, so now I'm going back. You know, as soon as I finished the 2 episodes of Ahsoka, I was like, all right, let's rewatch Rebels to jog my brain up again. So. And then I'll go from there, right? Okay, so do I want them to? Does this need to look like they're just posing for the camera so we could like create a movie poster around it? Are they going to be like fighting bad guys or droids and stuff like that? So I didn't have those cool droids that are in those first 2 episodes.
So stop! No spoilers! No spoilers! Come on, I haven't watched it. It's as far as we're going with spoilers.
Yeah, there's droids.
Oh my god! I don't want to know anymore. I know. Oh, I mean, obviously Chopper's in it, but it's the whole reason I'm watching the show.
And then like
my favorite little war criminal. So
Dumbledore shows up.
What?
Spartan Master Chief.
Batman.
And that's all we could have for 88 Figs. We don't deal with spoilers on this show.
Wow.
The first guest to ever get booted.
You're out.
Yeah. I think J-Shot got booted before our guest got booted.
I got I was gonna say I got booted on Migos when I was on. Boyded. I got boyded. Nice. Yeah, I said it.
I think Henroc. Right. Henroc said he's back. I don't know if he's trying to.
Hey, yeah, Henroc, dude. If you jump back in, man. If you're here.
I see Marshall Geek. That's another homie. What's up? Hoi, pare.
Yeah. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
if you drop a spoiler there, dude, I'll boot your ass. That's all I'm saying. So.
I just got kicked out.
Oh no.
Oh. What's up, Chubsy? Thank you very much for stopping by, man. Have a great night. We will definitely see you soon.
Yes.
Dude, Chubsy's his aura is very contagious.
Oh, dude, he is. It's just literally he says nothing but love, and that's exactly what it is, man. There's nothing but love from that guy.
Definitely want to collab with him somehow.
When you come out to the East Coast, dude, we'll take you there.
I know
for sure.
I just came into the conversation, but are you gonna come to Legion Con? I'm not sure if you guys discussed it already. Legion Con?
Yes, I am.
No, 88 Figs.
Oh. No.
No.
I
was hoping.
When is Legion Con?
November, I think, right?
Is it sold out or is still tickets available?
I think tickets are still available. Hotel might be sold out.
Okay. I think a lot of these cons I will try to aim for at least next year or the year after. Now that there's like more of a familiarity with the community, and it's not just like texting each other on IG. Now I see people's faces.
Right.
And like I obviously met you two guys at Comic-Con. So then now there's like a little like, oh, the water's fine. You can go to these distant lands and meet up with people, and they're not going to try to kill you. So
right.
Well, not yet, at least, right?
No.
Right.
Drop a few more spoilers, and then we'll.
Yeah, maybe. You ruined the show for me. Yeah. I don't really watch Rebels, but here's the spoiler. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh. But all right, so you're you saw Ahsoka, your feed was filled with Ahsoka, wanted to do something different. Did you already have that background set up, or?
Yeah, the background was set up from all the other super action stuff.
Oh, you're gonna pull it up. There we go. I was about to look at his page.
I got it. So, yeah.
So yeah,
and then these are the top lights. There are the
little balloon lights.
Bubble lights. Yeah,
yep.
balloon
So
lights.
just
Nice.
point them straight at the camera, so you get that nice little glare effect going on. The little Michael Bay effect.
I still feel bamboozled, by the way, because of
The
Hera.
Michael Bay effect, or what's the other director from Star Trek? Star Wars? J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
Gives you those lens flare.
The lens flares.
Lens flare.
Yeah, and then it's just stacked. So the two crates on the side are from Disneyland.
Oh, nice.
They just had little random droids that come inside them, like mystery droids. But I was like, hey, cool. It was like $18. You get a droid and a cool prop.
Well, there you go. When we finally make our trip to Disney World, we'll just pick up props. We can write it off then. That means, right? Not? Isn't that how that works?
Oh yeah, you guys are trying. Are you guys trying to go Disney World, or have you been to Disneyland?
I've good.
I have been to Disneyland, never been to Disney World.
Okay.
And now I think we could just write it off, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it sounds like. So I've only been to Disney World. I actually worked at Disney World for a while. I've never gone to Disneyland.
I went to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Great time. I was only 3 years old. Remember everything.
Okay.
That was my first, big thing I went to, and then I went to Disney World.
For Henroc, that was like 4 years ago. So like that wasn't that far.
Look, you look good for 3 years old.
I don't know where my parents would take me when I'm 3. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. A lot of my wife's friends are taking their 2-year-olds and stuff. They're like, it's gonna be so cute. I'm like, they're not gonna remember shit.
Okay.
They don't remember it. They don't remember it. Their parents remember it, because I took my kids when they were younger, and it's some of the coolest stuff in the world.
If you can capture that magic, and they're like, they're into it, but also like a lot of the kids I see there are just like tantrum mode, and I'm just like, that sucks. And you see the dad in the back, just like, I spent how much fucking money on this? And
that's Jay Shot in the back.
Oh, dude, yeah, I tell. Like when I worked down there, man, like I worked in Disney World, and like nothing glamorous, right? I worked in the parking lot. I was part of the college program, and to this day, I tell my team, will be like, "Oh, I'm so stressed. We have too many projects," and I'm like, "Listen, you don't know stress until a 300-pound man who's been in the Florida sun, 110 degrees, has his wife yelling at him and his 2 kids crying, and he's coming up to you trying to find his rental car from 7 hours ago. That is stress." That is stress. What's going on here? Not stressed. You're good. It'll be okay. You'll be fine. Oh, but Big Bucker says, rough day today. Just stopped by to say hey, and looking forward to the replay tomorrow. Man, I'm sorry you had a rough day, and hopefully this helps when you're watching tomorrow. But we appreciate you as always. So going back to being bamboozled, I'm also noticing that you did a little kit bash on Sabine too here, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that was the first thing I noticed. I just didn't notice Hera.
Yeah, it was another like photo stack. Just like placed her exactly where her head should be floating, and then just like deleted and copy and pasted.
Nice. Yeah. So Henroc, I know you might have missed this, but we all got bamboozled.
Look at that.
What figures the body?
Cover Girl. G.I. Joe. Your favorite, J-Shot. Your new sponsor.
Yeah, G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
You should check out Hasbro for all your G.I. Joe needs.
You should know this.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe, #1 podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Jesus.
So not Joe fans.
Maybe I'll change my name to Joe Fan. So J Fan. That's it. Nope, that's not going to work either. That's it's as bamboozled as we are, it's still an awesome picture. I love that you're doing the camera stacking now too. It's cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Fig Burger says kids get in free at 2. Plus, they don't ID babies, so you might be able to sneak them in at 4 years old. That is true. They don't ID babies. But what's some of the shots that you and this is coming from Henroc talking about it this morning or this morning. This is a little bit before this morning. He went back and redid the Some Days You Can't Get Rid of a Bomb shot. Is there a shot that you've either redone or want to redone? Just to kind of, and look at this, love gonna shout out
Look at him. Look at
shout out our boy here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So is there a shot that you want to redo now that you've like learned everything, or something that's kind of been weighing on you, or you like don't go back and
I don't go back.
okay.
Because when I do go back like way down the feet, like this is already far enough for me where I'm just like even like that that Nightwing shot, I'm just like, yeah, that could have been better, you know?
Yeah.
So I won't recreate shots, but obviously I'll shoot the same characters, but just try to like get a different angle on it, get a different pose.
Okay.
But yeah.
Did you guys talk about the Daft Punk?
No, you want to talk about Daft Punk?
I
Let's
want
do
to
it,
talk
Henroc.
about it. I want to talk about
Do it, Henroc.
That
Let's
thing's
go.
nice. Look at
Do
that.
it.
Daft
Now,
Punk.
Look at that. Where did you get the head sculpts from? Is
Uh,
that custom?
Thingiverse. Just 3D printed it.
What?
Yeah, you could find them.
Looking it up right now.
Yeah, look at
Oh,
that.
time to bust
Look it up
off,
right now.
bust out the 3D printer, Henroc. You know,
Right.
That's nice. I like
there's
that.
your reason.
I like it.
And then you just gotta kind of like print a couple sizes to make sure you get it right. And then I painted
Scaling
them.
again.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
know,
caught
dude.
that part of the conversation earlier. I
Dude,
was like, yeah, I feel that.
I hate that. Dude.
But yeah, painted it acrylic paint, and then I used nail polish on their like visors to kind of
Oh, wow.
give it a nice sheen.
that.
And then their hands are Quake's hands,
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
and then the body's obviously
Nice.
Mr. Negative.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm gonna the next time I shoot Daft Punk, I'm gonna put them on because now I have two chamber bodies. So when they had their like biker look when they were rocking that for a minute too, I'm gonna do that, and I don't know. I'll see how deep I want to get into photoshopping it.
I
Like, put it-
actually do
yeah.
like Chamber as a character, but that figure is really good, like base buck for.
Yeah, base bug. That's all I
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah.
As soon as they released it, I was like, oh, Punisher, random thug, biker gang,
Random Thug number 2.
Ghost Rider.
Yo, J-Shot just.
Here we go.
There you
Special
go.
guest.
Yeah.
He just
You know, I
cloned
figured-
himself.
I figured instead of just having like a random arm coming in, I'd just like throw them in there and see what's happening. So because it's 10 o'clock, and then every 5-year-old should be awake at 10 o'clock at night.
I mean, I was.
Hey, so yeah,
I used to be up this past this time.
past this time. Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of nights when I go to bed before my kids. There are plenty of nights. So, you want to say hi to everybody? Talk into the microphone. Say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, okay. All right. Go back to work. Because like I say, child labor is better than child unemployment. So, okay, got to earn those free Disney trips somehow. So,
Oh yeah, speaking of Disney, well,
okay,
if you guys
Sorry.
you guys have been to Disneyland but haven't been to Disney World, is that what you're saying?
I've been Disney World. I haven't been Disneyland.
Disney
I've been
World.
to Disneyland, haven't been to Disney World.
Disney World.
And you haven't been to Disney World? I
Yeah.
here in Cali, me and my lady, like before the prices went up and COVID and all that stuff, we went to Disneyland like every week. So we had like our whole route down to a science of like where we wouldn't have to be there for 8 hours or the whole day to ride all the big rides and stuff. And then we were like, well, let's go check out Disney World, because that's like one of our like couple goals is to like check out all the Disney spots. And we went and we only had enough time to check out the Magic Kingdom. So that was like, because Disney World's like split into
Multiple parks. Yep.
Yeah.
4 parks. Yeah.
And I don't know, I could just be biased, but it just kind of didn't feel as like magical. It was bigger. There was way
You're about
more
to get
room.
removed again. You're about to get booted. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Was this
Everyone-
this is during COVID? Disney World.
No, this was I think it was like right when like the world opened back up again. So we kind of like went in for like, to make sure, because it wasn't going to be as crowded, right?
Yeah, I know. I went at a time. It was post COVID. No, actually, no. It was still COVID, but we were all wearing masks, and it was the best experience ever because I hate people and I hate crowds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
I hate waiting in lines, and I'm gonna definitely be pissed off if I go to, I travel and I want to see the Star Wars ride, and you're gonna tell me I can't see the damn Star Wars ride.
Right.
So COVID was happening. No one was there. Well, there were still people there because they were doing the app thing. You got to go on the app.
Yeah.
My wife is like, hey, I was on TikTok and you got 6 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning. You got to be on the app and you got to reserve the Star Wars ride, which was help me out. What's the Star Wars
Rise of the Resistance.
Yes. And you got to book it. And if you don't book it that morning, and you're effed, right? But anyway, long story short, it was the best experience ever. The thing is, if I go back to Disney World now, it's going to be congested lines and you won't get to see the rides. But the COVID thing really helped out.
So what
That's
you
the only
want
thing
is
I like.
another
The COVID.
pandemic.
Yeah. I want another pandemic. And I'm like, yes. Dude, I'm talking
Shut
about
the world.
every
Shut the world
ride
down so Henroc can go back. Yeah.
Every ride we did, I did it twice because we had an extra. My wife's sister came with us, so when she was watching the kids and we were doing the rides, and then she'll be like, "Okay,
Baby swap.
my wife and I would be like, "All right, you go get the second ride, whatever, man." But it worked out. It was so good. Yeah.
Wait. So you did rock paper scissors, and then you got to go on an amusement ride, because last time I did rock paper scissors, I got slapped in the face with a tortilla. There's definitely like something that needs to switch.
I did the Rise of the Resistance like twice.
Yeah,
great ride.
Because of the
you got slapped in the face twice also.
I did get slapped in the face twice. That's true. You're right. Back to back. It's
so when you did
same experience, Henroc.
Yeah.
Disneyland and Enabler House, same experience. Yeah. So
Henroc, when you did Rise of the Resistance, were the staff members and characters like in character?
Yes.
They were.
Nice. Okay, cool. Because we went like the week it opened, and it was so awesome because everyone was like yelling at you, and no spoilers, but obviously like whatever happens in the ride. But everyone was it was cool. I was just like giddy the entire time, and my girl at first was just like, "Why are they being rude?" I was like, "Babe,
did they call you? Did he call you rebel scum? Because when they told me that,
rebel scum,
it hurt. It hurt a little bit.
I was like, "This is awesome!" Like, and
get in the cell, you. Rebel scum. But and then it really felt like scumbag. I was like, oh.
Of course, like I'm all about like figuring out like, oh, how did they do the lighting here to make this look this way, or what materials are they using? So I'm like poking around, like pressing every button to see if it actually works. And one of the like guards was just like kind of like, hands to yourself, rebel scum. And I was like, oh god, that's awesome.
It is that ride. Okay, that's sorry.
Oh yeah, but now they don't. Oh really? They're just like, all right,
really?
Please, everyone, go to the left, and you're just like, oh, come on,
no, yell at me.
I need. I know why.
I know why. I know why. There's been people that are like, oh my god, he called me scum. Like,
they'll
be like, excuse me, can I speak to your manager?
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I could see it.
You speak to your manager, Kylo Ren comes out, which seems to be the problem.
Exactly.
That's what you're paying for. You want that experience.
Dude. Like first time I did that ride, I was enthralled, and I was like, this is the closest to Star Wars we will ever get, right? Like this is the closest to like being in a Star Wars movie or experience that we will ever get.
What about that? What about that casino, or what was it?
It's like a hotel.
The hotel that's getting shut down now.
It got shut down.
Yeah, they can't fill it. It's too expensive.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was like $5,000 for a night and a half.
Yeah,
it's too expensive.
Because it looked cool, and then me and my girl was like, "Want to go?" And she's just like, "Did you see the price?" And I was like, "Okay, never mind. I guess we're not going."
I have a suspicion they'll like figure something out, but for right now, they shut it down. They just also, I mean, they launched it in the middle of COVID too. It's like so. But anyway, not a Disney podcast, toy photography podcast. As much as we could go down this lane forever.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We can talk about this all day.
It's true. Yeah. So one of the things we talked to Henroc about too is like, is there something like, and I think you talked about it a little bit with the lights, but is there something that like, you feel like there's one thing that either you or any other photographer could start doing now that you would see like a big difference in the photos you're taking? Someone's got a package.
Yeah,
That's okay.
sorry about
Uh,
that.
If it was any of us three in the East Coast, I'd be a little worried that we got a package this late.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
been late right now.
That was me. It's the kids running around the neighborhood.
Nice.
Sorry,
You have to go yell at them to get off your lawn? I don't know. Is that
Oh yeah, all like 2 feet of
yeah. Get off my lawn. Yeah.
What was
Is there, I was gonna say, is there like one thing that like you've noticed that you started doing, or like that you would like give a tip out to another photographer that's like, hey, this made a big difference, right? Like,
yes, for me visually, because if I take my contacts out, I'm blind. So visually, I love stuff that's like heavily contrasted or like very very focal, like crisp. So I mean, if you could see it on the Black Widow and Hawkeye post that I recently did, I like purposefully made them very very crisp and slightly even blurred out more of the Ultron, and it just gave this like awesome like depth of field look to it. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna keep. I was like messing with it. So yeah, so if you go to the right, you'll see the raw image of me like not even touching it at all, and everything just feels flat, if that makes sense.
Love it.
You know what I mean?
I love that you put raw down here with the 88.
Yeah, raw dog.
Raw dog.
I think that it also helps guide the eyes to where they should go. Right.
So it's also like showing off the details, right? There's details in there that like I'm not gonna spend 2 G's on a camera just to be able to capture that when I have the app that can just like fix it. So that's definitely something as I like kind of like shout out all these recent photos. I was like, oh yeah, I should like mess with this layer of like the subject layer, and like
Costco camera wins.
There you go.
What? Yeah. So talk about cameras. What camera do you shoot with?
A very old Canon T3i Rebel.
That's what I started on.
Nice. And the only reason why I kept it is because I love the flip out screen. Because I don't like viewfinders at all. Like I can't. My back is not built that way anymore.
Oh, so that's a
shout out to Diamond Select. Thank you for the statue.
And what Spider-Man is this? It's the Marvel Legends Spider-Man you said.
Yeah, that's the retro carded one.
Retro card. Oh, cool.
The one before the cell shading one.
Right. And there's your crate again here too.
There's the crate.
That's the crate.
Plug. Shill.
There's no crate in this one, so you're not only a shill. It's okay.
There isn't, but the blood effects are in.
I was giving you an out.
Oh, okay, word. That's a custom red hood.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What is that? The Mafex Batman?
It is a KO Mafex Batman because every now and then I just go into a low place, and just grab the KO.
That Batman is ridiculously priced.
Yeah, of course. The darker blacked out Batman.
Yeah. Well, I have that's the Ben Affleck Batman, right? From
there's 2 versions. So
there's 2 versions.
There's like Justice League and then BVS, and like the one that's more affordable and easy to get is the gray version, which I do have that one.
Which one is that? The BVS or is that the Justice League?
Maybe BVS, but
I have the Justice League one.
The one that he's all blacked out.
No, kind of. Well, I modified him. Hold on, let me grab him.
I mean, I expect that every
figure mod you get,
gets
modded
to be way better than stock.
Everything gets a toe hinge with Machu. Yeah.
This already had a toe hinge.
Oh yeah, so you got.
I added some highlights onto his suit.
Nice. Okay, so I think that is the blacked out one, which is the more pricier one.
I got it for $60.
God damn it, watch you.
That was early though. That's why I got it early.
Yeah, that was
Right. Okay. Maybe
Back
you got
then,
it when,
$60 for an import was a lot.
right.
right.
And maybe that was around the time when everyone like hated the Justice League and they were like, screw this
Probably.
movie, it's
Yes,
trash.
And I loved the figures because I was like, oh, these actually look pretty dope.
Yeah. I love Ben Affleck as Batman.
Dude, I thoroughly enjoyed him. Yeah.
Yeah. Not in the new Flash movie, but
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, but
I still haven't seen the new Flash movie, so
You don't
Ben
have
Affleck.
to.
spoilers.
Ben Affleck has not been jaded for me. So yeah. Spoilers. Dude, spoilers for a show that's been out for 24 hours is much different than a movie that's been out for like a few months. That's on me. That's on me.
Ben Affleck does look good on that Mezco that's coming out. That 3-pack, the Justice League.
When is
Yeah.
that supposed to come out?
Who knows?
Who knows exactly? I don't know, man.
Who knows?
What about the Gomez? I still don't have it. What the hell? It's supposed to be here
Which
already.
Gomez?
The mech suit. I want the mech. Give me the
Oh,
mech.
yeah.
I paid for the mech.
Are you actually going to shoot? Are you going to shoot the mech, or are you going to?
That mech is just going to be a dial in the background where
It's just the background.
you're just going to see feet.
There you go.
You know,
Just see parts.
one shot I want to do with that mech, or I want to give it to you. Do you have the Union Gomez?
Yes, I do.
I have the Union Gomez just working on the mech.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can do a lot with it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be the Union Gomez. You could just take all the accessories and it could be someone else.
Yeah,
it could be
somebody
like
else.
a more of a futuristic, like a tire or something. Yeah.
Right. It could look like parts of a spaceship too and stuff in the background.
Yeah, man.
It's
I'm kinda
a beautiful toy.
Okay. Yeah, Henroc, go. I cut you off.
No, I'm kind of regretting that I sold some. What was the other Rumble Society?
Eddie?
Hawk P40 could have been a good
Um,
futuristic character to work on the spaceship, and I sold it, and I'm just like regretting it. And I sold it for dirt cheap too in the toy show. I'm just like,
Damn.
some kid wanted it. He was like, "That was my first Mezco." I was like, "Here you go, kid."
When I saw him, that would have made a cool Guile.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have made a cool Guile.
Is that the Mezco Green Ranger?
Yeah.
Yes. Look at him.
Nice.
You know what he looks like? He looks like he's playing the flute, like from Anchorman, just
He does.
stepping on all the glass.
Fire.
And just like,
Fire's about to come out.
He also seems like he's happy to play the flute.
Happy blood flute.
you gotta raise those legs, like he's like hopping.
Where's the? We need the sensor bar, Blake. Where are we with the sensor bar? That was like an hour ago. Come on, get back on there. So
That's a shot right there with what do you call it? The Pod Piper, right? Is that Pod Piper? Or am I saying? Yeah,
Pied Piper.
Piper.
Yeah.
And with the little rats in the background. I don't know if you have mice or rats as
Mises?
Mises. You do? That's a shot.
Yeah, from
right
Rat King. You got it from Rat King or the Mousers. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the rats.
And,
Oh.
and I also have what's set? There was a Mezco that came with rats.
The
Nosferatu.
Oh, Nosferatu. Yeah.
Yeah. I do not have that.
Oh, really?
Do not.
I don't even know
But,
if I've done anything with it.
Look
Oh
at
yeah, I've
that
done one
thing.
shot with it. But
I wait for Mezcos to go on sale.
that's smart.
And then I grab them. The only one I pre-ordered was that 3-pack, the Justice League 3-pack. And then I found a SHF Flash. I found the Mafex Batman. And then the Superman, the black suit version came out. I was like, oh, there goes your chance, Mezco. And just canceled it.
Canceled it, yeah. Man.
Nice.
Man.
What? So I know that obviously like beyond just toy photography, you're doing other things like with music and some stuff with your YouTube channel. I mean, like when it's been 5 months, man. When are we getting another episode of Toy Thing? When's that coming out?
Editing videos takes so long.
Yeah.
Why do you think we do this live?
Okay, so there you go. Because of you guys, because of Toy Talk, TPC, all those guys, I am turning it into a live show with
Awesome.
my brother's podcast, Trash Talk podcast. So we just did like our trial run last week, just kind of like poking around StreamYard and stuff like that, just to see if I could even figure out how to work it. So yeah, it'll turn into that where I'm essentially just there like talking crap with them. Probably not a toy focused show, but every now and then I'll probably dive into nerdy stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we're not a Disney focused show, but there's certainly 20 minutes there for anybody that's interested. So,
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I have 3 interviews that but they're in a folder on my desktop, but I just haven't edited them because I'm an asshole and I feel bad for I feel bad for those guests because they took the time to record their answers.
I mean, I have videos from ToyCon that I haven't edited because I just can't sit down and edit anymore because I've gotten so used to doing lives.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, dude. If we did put out, I think if we weren't live, we would be as consistent as we were.
Right.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just the live certainly helps.
So,
but what I know that. Okay, sorry.
Oh, sorry. And it was just again like music coming back in. I was just like, okay, well, I need to like take away something. So I was like, all right, well, the toy ting stuff can kind of shelf it.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I know that you talked about music before. I think either on Toy Talk or with the Toy Daddies before, but that's a big part of just who you are in general. Yeah.
Right. It's yeah. I mean, I wouldn't probably be here talking to you guys if it wasn't for music, because music was like basically the gateway to like figure out how to do stuff, how to take photos, how to shoot videos, how to edit, how to everything, right? To save $1.
Yeah.
So I'm not hiring people for thousands of dollars that like aren't really gonna like produce stuff that the way I see it or hear it. And that like stemmed into, okay, well, how do I make money off of this, right? So shooting videos and photos for other bands, other models, and yada yada yada. And then that was going good for a minute, and then COVID.
Yep.
No one could be around each other, so I was like, okay, well, I'm bored. Let's shoot this photo of Iron Man. Yeah.
I'm bored and I have all this money in my pocket. Oh, let me get into toy photography.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man. It's cool, man. And I know that you just got home from work, and the timing will make the timing work when we can. But is there anything else that like you want to throw out there? Anything else you want to topic I missed, or Henroc? Any questions that you have for 88 or 88? Any questions for Henroc? I mean, we're sitting on 2 hours and 40 minutes of gold right now, so I certainly want to
go to sleep.
No, I mean, hey, like
what's the?
I can only keep the angry children at bay so long. So yeah.
There you go.
So you started toy photography the same time, same time as me, then, right after COVID, or?
Yeah, like right at a month, not a month, like a week into the initial shutdown, when it was just like Mad Max, in the streets.
I think all of you guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So, my
Mad
dad
Max in the streets.
Yeah, my dad jokes. He's just like, "Hey, everyone's gonna come out of COVID one of 3 A's. You're either gonna be athletic, an alcoholic, or abnormal. So which one are you?" I was like, I guess abnormal then, because like the inner child like literally was just like, the world's ending, buy all these toys that you never had as a kid. Like, all right, cool. So that's like kind of what happened.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
But yeah, no, Henroc, I love these shows and I love this community because there's just stuff like people, not to be rude, I didn't know Henroc was out there, and now that I like saw his feed and stuff, I was like, this guy's fucking dope. Even there's a shot you did, like a sewer shot, and you're like, oh, this is just on my phone, and I was like, god damn it, it looks fucking clean as hell. So it's just cool, always refreshing, and either we'll collab or I'll just steal your ideas and then pretend like I don't remember where I got them from.
I really hate that, because it's like everyone's saying it's like, man, this shot is so clean. I'm like, no, you're not supposed to like this shot. This is just a photo dump.
Yeah.
Like I just randomly just snapped it. And I was like, all right, that's a good idea. I'm gonna, when I get the camera out and when I set up lights, I'm gonna put it like nice and dark and detailed and unnecessary stuff. And it was just like,
click.
it gets me so pissed off because I spent like hours on something else.
Right.
Everyone's just like, cool, that's cool.
Yeah, that's always the case. You hear that a lot. Everyone's like, I mean, it's okay. I guess it's to each their own. But even like sometimes I'll randomly get DM messages from other photographers, and they're just like, I spent like 10 hours on this setup and blah blah, and I would hate for the algorithm to fuck it up. So if you could give it a share, a like, a comment, blah. And it's just, to me, it's just like, I feel you, bro, but also like this is very cringe for me to like. And then you like look at the shot, and I'm just like, now that I know you spent 10 hours on it, this better be an amazing shot. And then it's kind of like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
you know, like, so
Yeah.
not to be a dick, but it's one of those things where it's just like, if I gave a damn about how much time I'm spending on it, or you know, how many likes it's getting, then you guys, I probably would have cut the account a long time ago.
Yeah.
So now at this point, it is like I said earlier, I was just like, okay, well, I still have to spend time with the missus. I still have to like spend time with music and do other stuff. So it's like, okay, boom, if I could knock out something in an hour,
Right.
that's what you guys are getting. Boom, boom, boom. And so at least for me, it's like, oh, this one got 100 likes. Okay, this one got 500. How? Oh, well, it's because everyone likes Blade. And I'm just like, okay, that's cool. I didn't do anything special with that photo, but because it's Blade, you know, it's literally him just like standing there, like nothing. You could see the lights that I'm using. It's like not cropped nicely at all.
It's hard to predict what actually hits, though, right? Like, like Henroc, what you were saying, I tell that story all the time. It's like I had a shot that, you know, I spent 7 seconds on, and it blew up, and then like I'm spending 3 hours on another shot, and post process editing, and that barely gets any traction. That was like when that happened to me, like Jay-Sean was there the whole time. Like I was complaining to him
so
for like a solid 2 hours about it.
It was no, dude. It was so so funny because he's like, and it was like a picture of like the black suit Spider-Man that you just like threw up, and he's like, oh, this shot got like 2,000 likes, and I'm like, yeah, that sucks, man.
That sucks, bro.
That's terrible. But like, no, but like I also understood, right? Like, yeah, like on my side, you're struggling to get like 30 likes. And then, you know, Machu's point was that like I took the time and the artistry in this other shot, and I just threw this thing up there. But because some Spider-Man thing got announced that day, it was all over the feed. Like it's just completely the luck of the draw.
That wasn't even the Spider-Man thing that got announced. The Spider-Man thing that got announced, that overshadowed something that I worked 7 hours on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was the other, and that's the other side of it too, right? It's like, yeah, I think it was there was something. What was it?
It was the Darth Maul stop motion that I did.
Oh, the start, yeah.
And like I posted it up, like I was working on it all day and all night. And then like I posted up like early in the day, in the morning, and then all of a sudden they announced the PS5 Spider-Man figure for $36. And everybody was outraged, and that's all they were talking about. And I was like, oh, so my post completely got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah. So she's like, what about my ball? Look at my ball.
Well, like, it wouldn't hurt to repost it on your story.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to take it down, but just like put it back up again, and you know, and tag, because Star Wars is popping again now.
Yeah,
like,
Star Wars is popping again now. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, just to, like fight those trends or whatever it's called. But yeah, no, there's something to that too, that like we're all tapping into, like, of just like the idea that your 7-second photo got all these likes, and then versus your 7-hour photo, right? There's, pat yourself on the back that you even have the skill set, the eye, and the ability to get a shot 7 seconds. And let's just say every like is $1. So you got $2,000 off 7 seconds of your day, and you only got $100 off like your 7 hours. But are you still mad? Like,
I mean, it at the time, it was just something that like I didn't understand, and then it hit, like that was like a turning point for me. It's like, okay, you can't understand what people want,
right?
You just a little bit understand, like you can have a little bit of an understanding, but you don't know what's gonna like pop off.
Right. That is the gamble of essentially being an artist, right? Like, I'm still on my journey of it, but it's just like songs that I'll we spend like years writing versus songs that took us like just a jam sesh to write, accidentally wrote it. Those are
Right.
the ones that are like, people are just like, yo, this is dope, blah blah blah. Oh, cool. But did you check out this one? They're like, yeah, that one's cool. And you're just like,
You're like, oh,
oh
come
my
on,
god,
what's
it's like, I'm trying to explain to you the universe in this song, and you want to hear about smoking weed. All right, cool.
Well, in honor of you coming out of COVID abnormal, I am going to share your first photo.
Oh, nice.
That you put up. You put
Ooh.
a new addiction born from the quarantine.
Hell
So,
yeah.
there you go, man.
Yeah,
So
you got 2020.
all the way. I love this. Yeah, November 19th, 2020.
That's crazy.
So look at that. There was a lot of scrolling. I'm glad you told a good story. I could keep going back. Yeah, look at this. Like,
What?
I did it. Look at this. Slice.
He didn't take any phone pics, no table pics, no hand pics. He just went right. He went right straight to it. He was like,
Right in it. Right in
He
it.
went straight to work.
Straight to work. Straight to work. Yeah. So
Jeez.
this is awesome, man. Ah, look at that one. Phew. Oh, this is
Some
awesome.
of these maybe I should redo. Now that
Yeah, see, I think it could be fun.
You know what? Get
understand
Jay Shot to
writing.
challenge you to do a redo. It helps.
Yeah, which one do you want to redo? Which one do you think? I'll pick a different one completely. So, I don't know.
You
Start like
challenged
here.
me and
You
it
had a
blew up.
Sabine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's your first Sabine. Look at that.
With her like her warped guns. Did you see how warped her guns are? God. Look at
Oh,
Got it.
I hate Hasbro so much.
but not their GI Joes. Jump all over their. No,
Yeah.
He had the smoke machine before he was out.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
had
all
the smoke machine. Look at it.
That's all baby.
Yeah, that's the old school. It's the old school smoke machine. It's the OG smoke machine.
There you go.
Oh, look at you, a little model kit there. Cool. Yeah, dude. Like this. Oh, dude, look at this. Look at
That
this.
is dope.
That's an awesome shot.
Thank you guys.
There you go. Now it's got 133 likes. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. And you know, it's pretty cool to see. Like, same we said with Henroc, like just going back and looking at how far you came and being proud of where you are now. And you know, what'd you say, coming out of quarantine, an alcoholic, athletic, or abnormal.
Yeah.
You know, if you could pick 2 out of 3, alcoholic and abnormal, that's not bad. You know, it's okay. It's a good run. So, you know, it'll work. But yeah, dude, it's some impressive stuff, and the music you put out, man, like it's really fun too. I love fun listening to it.
Thank you.
We should have opened a liquor shop that sells toys in the pandemic.
I should open a bar that sells toys, because the more they drink, the more they'll buy.
That's
That is
true.
true. Yeah,
I'm sure we could get
And then-
our boys Chubsy Wubsy in on that too.
Yeah.
So.
And then offer like drunk yoga. So you got the athleticism in there too.
Oh, okay.
Really-
It's like where is he
this
going
going?
with this? Yeah.
That's a liability, I believe.
I think it'll be fun.
But special shout out to our good friends at Chubsy Wubsy. They just he just sent over a birthday gift that I think I'm gonna, when we go to the store, we may have to pick out something to raffle off as well. I cannot accept this gift. It is too much. So appreciate the hell out of those guys. Appreciate the hell out of you guys for joining us, man. Like this has been a lot of fun. I mean, I love that, you know, to watch what Machi said. We're just a bunch of guys hanging out and trying to get some tips and tricks on how to get better and get people like you to influence us and push us, you know. So it's been awesome. You know, thank you, Henroc, for joining us, and 88. Appreciate you making the effort. And you know, obviously you're both more than welcome to come back whenever you want, even if you want to just jump on for a few minutes. We love keeping the channels open. But yeah, I mean, unless you guys got anything else, I don't know. That's it. You're out, Henroc.
I'm out. That's it. I gotta get more beer.
Go get more beer.
Yeah,
Ozzy.
I became the alcoholic, honestly.
Right.
After COVID.
Ozzy's gonna go be abnormal, and Machi, you want to take us out?
Yeah.
right.
I wasn't ready for that. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, cool. I can keep going. I can keep yapping. Appreciate you guys so much. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on the replay, thank you guys. We would not be here without you.
Hit the like button.
That thumbs up. getting hecka